Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit.
It comes in. Oh, what a goal!
Oh no! Oh no! Celebrate! Are you kidding?
The Reds have still top the league.
And on it, gamers!
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. It is not starting on the hour. It started 3 minutes ago. We are 2 minutes and 8 seconds in. It is the Hull v Ipswich battle, the battle of the insects, I'm going to call it. No, I'm only joking. No, where was I? I was thinking about something else there. That's okay. But we're up and away. We have 4th v 5th on the table. So it is very exciting. We are 2 minutes and 32 seconds in. And sorry, everybody, for the slightly late start. But we are up and away. Media assets. I'm just getting my banners back up. So just give me a second. I'm getting everything sorted for you. So you'll have to be waiting. Need an intro with Ken celebrating. That's right. Hello, everybody. Yes, we're up and away. We're 2 minutes, 55 seconds in. Ipswich have the ball, but I am just getting into it now. I have the game up here. I have the table up over here, and I will catch you up on everything championship as we go. Now, I have gone and here we are. We are currently 0-0, Ipswich v Hull. There it is. We will not have a timer clock, I'm sorry, but I will keep you up to date. 3 minutes, 20, 21, 22, if you're trying to sync up. So I will keep you in the loop on that. But Hull attacking down the left side there and deflected out by Ipswich. So Ipswich at home to Hull, guys. We have Ipswich, who have played 33 games this season. They have 2 catch-up games to go. Hull, who have played 34 games. This is their catch-up game. Both on 60 points, sitting 3 points ahead of Wrexham. So we are up and away. It is on. We have football going on all over the place because today is also there's Premier League matches going on today as well. And I think it's tomorrow that Chelsea play before getting ready for the weekend as Ipswich defend the ball away, Hull coming forward. Now, it's interesting, this game, because obviously Ipswich is home. You would think will be good enough to win. But one of the best form teams away at the moment is Hull City. So it is absolutely going to be a barnstorm of this game. Both these teams still have eyes on automatic promotion in my view, because they're both 6 points behind and can move to within 1 win of catching Middlesbrough. Now, the interesting part about that is the goal difference for Middlesbrough is plus 19. The goal difference for Ipswich is plus 25. If they just can catch Middlesbrough just by virtue of their better for and against, they would probably be in front of them. Because remember, if they've got 2 catch-up games, they're going to be even better than 25 points to catch up those 2 games. And so it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out tonight. So hope you're all having fun. Hope it's a good time for you wherever you are in the world. But it is up and away. Ipswich currently have the ball in their own half, just coming out of defence down the left side as they push forward into the attacking half. Nice run down the right there. And, kicked out by a Hull defender. Taylor was made a nice run down the left. As they recycle the ball back around, it comes back into Taylor. He recycles it back closer to halfway. So I have Ipswich v Hull up here. I literally have Everton v Burnley going on down here, 20 minutes in at 0-0. Getting a double watch along today. It is on and on. So, finally someone who knows how to do it. Well, when I get here on time, Josh, if Josh is your Premier League caller, I guess that makes me your championship caller. But that one didn't sound right because he calls all the championship games. So I guess that makes me a League One caller. And, most people would probably say I want to be a League Two caller so that way I can call Harry Ashfield. But anyway, we are going. It is happening here. It's all football all the time. It's going to be very interesting. There's lots of talk in the league. Like all the YouTube channels now going on about the run-in towards the end of season. We are literally 2 months away, people, from the end of the season. And it is just going to disappear just like that. So, but anyway, Hull in attack at the moment. Got the ball deep on the right. Crossed. No, he doesn't cross. He was thinking about it. Recycles it, trying to. Ipswich well organised in defence here, though, coming back. Nearly everybody in defence. and Hull have to recycle it back all the way back into their own half. Then they attack again down the right, coming down this right wing. Great. What a tackle by the Hull, by Taylor there in defence. Absolutely. So since I've started this call, he's just all over it. And looking at all the Ipswich fans there in the stands, all seated and very organised. And Port Vale v Bristol in the FA Cup. Yes, I could bring that one up as well. I mean, I might, because I can have that on there. But actually, I've just realised I could probably bring that up on my phone, have 3 matches going at once. This will be crazy. And I could probably call them all. And it's 0-0 Everton v Burnley. And it's 0-0 Ipswich v Hull. And I have no idea what it is, Bristol v Port Vale. But anyway, I'll get to that in a second. Marie from SoCal. So, yeah, this is just it. This is the level that we can go to here on the local pundit, I mean, Josh is pretty good. He can call one game at a time. I'm going to try and call 3 games at a time here. No, only joking. We're concentrating on Ipswich v Hull in the championship. Ipswich with the ball deep in attack, pushing out wide on the left now. 8 minutes in. It's going and it's going. So I had to go. I thought this game was going to be on BN Sports here in Australia. I wake up and I'm getting myself set up. Oh, no, the game's not even on. So I had to go and buy the game off Ipswich TV, which I've done, obviously. But we are up and away now. And Emirates FA Cup, let's have a look here. Bristol v Port Vale. We'll get that one here up on my phone so we can have a look at that score. And we're currently 0-0 in every game, all 3 games, 0-0. So there we go. So now I also have Port Vale v Bristol. Interesting. So it's like just a football smorgasbord here this morning, guys. Football smorgasbord. Crossed in by Ipswich, defended out by Hull. Okay, Ipswich have the ball in the attacking. Quick attack there by the Hull attacker down the right side. Someone pouring forward through the middle. Should be crossing this in. He does, but it's a poor cross. Should have been a high cross, and he went the low cross. The Ipswich defender was in good position there. And he pushes forward now and back over their halfway. Very open, free-flowing game so far. So they're going to be interesting. Now they're wide down their right-hand side, coming just inside the box, attacking, and goes for the shot on goal. But great defence there by the Hull defender. Waligi had the shot on goal. It's funny because up here we have Ipswich v Hull, Ipswich in blue, Hull in there. It's a yellow. It's like a Goldie type yellow. And then down here, Everton v Burnley. Everton is basically in the identical blue kit with white shorts, the same as Ipswich up here. So I've got to make sure that I am focused that Ipswich is up here. Everton v Burnley is down here. And I've got the Everton Burnley on match on at the moment only because my mates are Burnley fans. So I thought I'd watch it and see how they go. They really probably can't avoid relegation. My team in the Premier League is Liverpool. They're playing Wolverhampton Wanderers this morning, but I don't think that'll be much of a match. Wolverhampton definitely going to go down. I could be wrong. And down here in the FA Cup, Port Vale at home to Bristol City. In the 9th minute, it is still 0-0. Jimmy John Bangles, Ken, I've been waiting. Yes, well, thank you, Jimmy. You lit Sarah, Leap and Leapers. Sarah, she's probably one of my other big fans. I know my fan base is growing. I don't know that it will ever get to Josh Anthony's status, but you never know. You never know, guys. And as you can see up here, we have 3.4, so 3,400 subscribers. I'd love to get a few more in there. If you could, please feel free to subscribe. If you haven't already, if you tuned in just to get a bit of feedback on this game, welcome. Feel free to throw your things up in the chat. Let me know in the chat what you want the score to be in this game, Ipswich v Hull. My personal preference right now is probably a draw. Well, it's a draw or an Ipswich win, to be honest. But my personal preference is a draw. So we'll wait and see. Ipswich with the ball in their own half, just hotly contested here. Hull pressing, but Ipswich just trying to control it, and they've recycled it back. Yes, never heard of Josh. So watching this on a Cov fan. Come on, you Tigers. Okay, so Coventry. Okay, Cam's Brawl Stars, Coventry fan. Good to hear, and congratulations to you and your team on 71 points. Looking good. I don't think you have to worry too much about anybody, Cam's Brawlsters, only because I think you're going to win the league. You're doing well. I mean, the runway is getting shorter and shorter for everybody. 21 wins, 8 draws, 6 losses for you with a positive 34 goal difference. 5 points clear of Middlesbrough. I guess if both Ipswich and Middlesbrough start to chase you, you mightn't have a chance of winning the flag, even though you are hot favourites right now, and I think you will. But yeah, so let's get some score predictions up here on the right-hand side as more people jumping in. So great to see. Hope everybody's getting their football fix. It is crazy at the moment. 0-0 Port Vale v Bristol, 11th minute, in the 12th minute, sorry. Eden v Burnley in the 28th minute, still 0-0. And up here we have Ipswich v Hull at 12.5 minutes. And that is the game we're focused on. Ipswich with the ball, recycling it back through the middle, coming back close to halfway, moving it over to the left-hand side here. Now, pushing forward, all the Hull defenders are back. Tried to chip over the top there, well defended by the Hull defenders. Hurst just couldn't get in position there, and they headed it back, keeper in control, and picks up the ball. And now down here, there's a corner here, Everton v Burnley, for Everton, but Ipswich kicked the ball out. As I look down at that, and nothing happening there. So we're moving right along, and I do have, it is 6 a.m. in the morning for me here in Australia, and the ball gets kicked back to the Ipswich keeper. He grabs that, have a packed stadium there. Everybody look at, I think, that both these teams realise how much is to play for here tonight. It is pretty crazy, and there's a Port Vale player down injured at the moment. Doesn't look good. I missed what happened there. A bit hard to watch all 3 games. It's going crazy. Okay. I think it will be Cov, Ipswich, and Wrexham, says Cam's, in getting promoted. Wow. Well, if that happens, this channel is going to be super excited. It's going to be crazy as Ipswich try and get forward there, and it forced a corner on the right-hand side. Hurst putting pressure on Coyle there in attack, and they forced a corner here on the right. So they're setting up for that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or every player back except for one, by the looks of it here, for Hull in defence, which is what you'd expect. Okay, and getting ready for the cross, coming in, left-footed cross from the right side to the far post, headed back, but the keeper has managed to defuse that quite comfortably. And what have they said there? No, it looks like it's gone across the line off the Hull defender, and now it is going to be a corner on the left-hand side. George Jones saying, hoping for a 2-all entertaining draw. Yeah, I felt like it could be a higher scoring draw. I think both teams capable of scoring. When you look at it, so Ipswich have scored 59 goals this season. Hull have scored 56. Ipswich have only conceded 34, and Hull have conceded 48. But cross in and defended out off the head. Ipswich get the ball, but Hull players got it, but now it's come back to to Ipswich, and have gone back all the way over their halfway line. Now, interestingly enough, I'm just going to bring up here a great table, the Sky Bet table, which has great for and away and has some great other stats in it that I know the boys and I use from time to time. So it's currently 0-0, but here we go. So to break this down even further, this game, the home form of Ipswich is 18 games, 11 wins, 6 draws, 1 loss. Now, 17 games away for Hull as they attack on the left, and I'll get to it in a second, as they're pushing forward. Well stolen by the Hull defender there, and they have taken control of the ball, just pushing forward, going for the long pass to the left side. Yep, and couldn't control that, and the Ipswich player gets a hold of it and kicks it out. Now, the Hull away form, 17 games away this season for 9 wins, 4 draws, and 4 losses. So been very good away, Hull. Middlesbrough's had 9 wins away with 1 extra game. Hull 9 wins away. They are the 2 best away teams in the competition, is Middlesbrough and Hull. So that goes to show you how good. Oh, nice through on the right, and that will be a corner. That's a terrible call by that ref. He thinks it's come off. I'd like to see a replay of that because the whole player tried to cross it back and hit the Ipswich player's feet. And I thought that was a corner, but no, he's called a goal kick. Okay, so interestingly enough, yeah, pushing forward now, Ipswich player looking for support. We had to recycle it back as they recycle it all the way back to the keeper. And Everton have scored against Burnley to go up 1-0. There you go. So there is the first goal in all 3 games that I'm watching. Port Vale v Bristol in the 16th minute, coming up to the 17th minute, still 0-0 with a corner to Bristol at the moment on their left side as Ipswich push forward. What's up? Hey, Ted. Hey, Esteban. Hey, George. Yeah, I thought it was a corner too, George. Ted said it's off hull. I didn't see the replay as my eyes wander all around here. Okay. Ipswich with the ball just inside the attacking half. Nice pass forward right in the centre. Oh, my God. That's such quality. Oh, what a turn and a shot. Oh, that is unbelievable. A great passage of passing there. Taylor getting the ball finally in the middle. A quick turn to open himself up on goal off the right foot and just misses it outside the left post. It was a beautiful touch and a beautiful first touch and turn all in one. Hull has had a run of wins from their last 4 away matches, so should be a good game, says Kyle Anderson. Not sure who you want to pull this off. For me personally, I want the draw. Does Ipswich still has 2 games in hand? Hull 1. After tonight, Ipswich will still have 1 game ahead. Ken, Josh said you wear diapers. Is that true? Depends on the occasion, Billy Glossy. No, only joking. But anyway, moving right along. Here we are. Oh, and Hull with the ball, just trying to control it here. Ipswich pressing. Oh, geez, it's a lot of pressure there from Ipswich, but well controlled by Ipswich to get it out, but only managed to get it to the Ipswich defenders right on halfway as they take control of the ball. Yeah, George, Ipswich will still be 1 game behind, but they will be catching that up. And just remember, after this weekend, both ourselves and who were we supposed to play this? Well, Watford will be a game behind. We were supposed to play Watford this weekend, so that game has been postponed. So after this weekend, we'll be a game behind because we're still in the FA Cup, playing a little team called Chelsea this weekend. 19th minute, still 0-0, Port Vale v Bristol. Everton up 1-0 against Burnley in the 35th minute. And we're in the 20th minute here as Ipswich get control of the ball, but Hull come through and steal it and push forward now down the left. And setting up and take a shot from a long way, but got under it and cleared the bar by a long way. That was not even close. That was not a great attempt. Yeah. Esteban, we are at 2001, 02, 03, 04. There's your time check. Okay, as we're moving right along, as Ipswich attack down the left hand deep, getting into the half, pushing hard, running forward. Hull well organised in defence. Both these teams very well set up in defence. It's going to take a good goal at the moment to break these down. Yeah, well, I don't think there's any easy games, George Jones. You would say that Blackburn would be an easy game, but what you have to remember is Blackburn down on 38 points, only 4 points clear of the relegation zone. Those teams have a lot to play for. So I wouldn't call that an easy game. There are no easy games at the moment. Every team is dangerous. I think when you get to that last half a dozen games, as opposed to last year in League One for us as a Wrexham fan, there was more separation in the league. So there were more teams on the beach with half a dozen games to go, couldn't get relegated, couldn't get promoted. Whereas right now, there's still a mathematical chance for a whole heap of teams in this league to go either way, into the playoffs or back into the relegation. Probably the only teams I would say it's maybe Swansea and Norwich can't do it either way, I would say. Every other team could go either way right now into relegation or into promotion. Ted Nelson, everybody's behind me. Paramount Plus is 5 seconds behind me. And bad luck to them because I thought this game was going to be on BN Sports here in Australia and a free kick there right on halfway to Ipswich. And it wasn't. So I had to go and buy the match. So just for you guys, I've gone and bought this match this morning to make sure that I could watch it. And I'm glad I did. Like, it cost me $20 to do it, but it's worth it to bring you this watch along. So yeah. Throw in here on the right side for Ipswich at the 22 minutes dead on right now. And they've just passed it back right to halfway to keep control. Hull deep in defence setting up. Don't want to give away anything easy. Ken lives in the future. I do, George. Yes, that's right. I'm a day ahead. And right now I'm a few seconds ahead of Paramount Plus. So, yes, we will see. And so, yeah, my three favourite sports are obviously I play golf, football, and F1. And we have the opening of the F1 season this weekend as well in Melbourne. Cannot wait. I'm not going this year. I have been. It's a great spectacle. But anyway, that's on a whole nother note. As Ipswich with the ball right on halfway here. Just, trying to control it. Yeah, and let that. It was hit off a Hull player. And that Furlong passes that in. Now we are just recycling the ball here, deep in attack, but Hull pressing, applying pressure as they go all the way back. DH702, $10. Appreciate that, DH7002, $10 towards the match. Really do. Thank you very much. That one has to go up. Where is my cursor as it goes across 3? So that one, absolutely, super chat. Now, Ipswich attacking on the left, and it deflected, and that will be a goal. No, he's given that a corner. So I'm getting all those calls wrong on the last touches here this morning. It's a corner on the left-hand side to Ipswich in the 24th minute. So appreciate the $10 super chat. Very grateful. Very grateful. Okay. And watching that again in defence now. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know whether they got that wrong again, but doesn't matter now. It's a corner to Ipswich, getting set up. Going to be coming from the left side, right-footed cross to the far post, headed back, and Hull managed to get that out of trouble as they press hard here on the quick turnaround and pushing forward. Defence is organised though, but player streaming forward and cross it wide to the right. A little bit of space, not a huge amount. Should be passed that in. Set up. You've got to take some shots here, guys. Like you cannot let the keeper just sit back and let the defences get organised. I think you have to take the opportunistic shots here. Put some shots on goal. Put the keeper under pressure. A terrible cross. That's class. Yes. So we will see. I'm assuming you're talking about me, Esteban, not the game. But, yeah, it was a deep cross to the far post. Headed backwards. And Ipswich player went down trying to force. He was both players holding each other and he was offside there, and they're trying to push that forward. You've got to take those chances. Absolutely. Port Vale v Bristol, 24th minute, still 0-0. 40th minute, Everton v Burnley. Everton up 1-0 in the Premier League. And obviously here in the Championship, we have Ipswich Hull just clicked over into the 26th minute, guys. So, yeah, I still, well, at the moment, I've got my wish because a draw's a draw no matter what the score is. But Hull with the ball, just getting the ball back here right on halfway, just recycling it, slowing the game down here for a second. It's being played at a fairly solid pace. Yeah, thanks, Esteban. Yeah, and the super chat is absolutely class. I agree. Yep. This is pretty crazy as Ipswich trying to push forward here from inside their own half. Oh, nutmeg there. Coming through. Hull players. Oh, no, gets a free kick there, but I thought they'd pressured him off the ball. Pretty crazy. So, Hull with the ball now. Tried, terrible there. Not well controlled. Kicked it straight to the Ipswich player. And now they're just slowing it down, coming back. So, Ipswich with the ball on the left, attacking forward. Slowing the game down. Both teams look like they're just taking a little bit of a breather here at the moment. Just happy to see the game, the tempo just back off a little bit. Ipswich with the control, but Hull very organised, all back in defence. Both these teams looking quality as well. They should. 4th and 5th on the table this deep into the season. You're starting to see the cream rise to the top here. So it is an Ipswich throw in here, midway forward in their attacking half, recycling it back through the centre, just inside the attacking half, coming over to the right side, out wide, left and back. So moving it back now, all the way back to halfway as Hull press out, applying pressure. Little bit of space here in the middle for Ipswich, pushing now forward on the right, cross across deep to the left side, but bounce was not favourable for Ipswich there. It's bounced straight over his head to go out. And then I get a catch up now. And just catching up on my son is in Canada on holidays. Good luck to him. In the snow. Well, he's working, sorry, I should say. But anyway, moving right along. Here we go. With Ipswich with the ball just inside the attacking half, pushing forward, trying to probe here through the middle, but well defended. Great. Just picked his pocket there, the Hull defender, as they recycle it and slow the game up a little bit here. And now gives Ipswich the chance to press. But Hull happy to work that out, looking very organised. Both these teams, geez, you know, I don't care who you are, Coventry, Wrexham, long shot on goal, not even close though, from probably 40 yards. But anyway, in the 29th minute, I think, it's a good game so far, says George Jones. I thought I could do some work and have you on, but I was very much mistaken. Thanks for holding it down for the channel, Ken. Have fun. Esteban, thank you. Thank you very much. It's very end-to-end. Yes, Habs, it is. Besides, Habs just showed up. Yeah, so that's why you're leaving, Esteban. There you go, Habs. That's the effect you have on people. As I noticed that it is growing up to 70 now. It was only 30-something earlier on. So the watch-along is growing because we have I'm covering 3 games here. I've got it going on. I'm going to be very busy. But anyway, here we go. Hull pushing, coming deep on the left, trying to organise in defence, but it deflects to the Hull players. So that's a handball, but accidental. So it's play on, says the ref. And Hull let that go out over the sideline for a throw-in. But it's an Ipswich throw-in. Yeah, Hull, both these teams organised in defence. I will say that. Oh, no, that was nowhere near a handball. I take that back. That's my bad call by me. Wasn't a hand. No, he turned, it hit him across the back. So, yeah, there's no drama set. And even if it had hit his hand, he had them in a natural position. It would not have been a penalty. So, yeah. Still 1-1 Everton v Burnley, 0-0 Ipswich v Hull, 0-0 Bristol away to Port Vale in the FA Cup. The last FA Cup game before the 5th round, actually. So, and I forget which game it was in the FA Cup. Oh, that's right. I think it's if Bristol win, Coventry get a run of games that are quite odd, but I don't remember exactly how that works. But that's okay. Esteban, see you later. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Hit the like button on your way out, Esteban. Okay. Hull with the goal kick. Headed by Ipswich back into the Hull half. Tapped down by Ipswich, pushing forward now on the left. And Hull have managed to wrestle the ball off him and just control it here now. In the 31st minute, half is getting away. Oh, crossed in. Oh, my God. What a great attempt by Ipswich there. They stole the ball and a quick pass in and a great attempt on goal there. Yep, calling for pressure here. Great cross back the middle. That's dangerous, but quality. Fighting for the ball here. Great contesting of the ball here. And that is an Ipswich throw-in on the left side. As they push forward, don't show me the replay. You can see the players running there. I can't see what's going on live. They're showing me a replay. But, great stop by the keeper there, showing the replay of that. Okay. It's still the replay. Get me back to live action, guys. I haven't got live action here at the moment. So I've missed what's happened there in that last 15 seconds. I have no idea. They look like Birmingham from last night. George Jones, oh, poor old Birmingham. I watched a couple of quick snippets of fan reaction after the game. Not happy. But, yeah, pretty tough. I mean, look, only their second loss this season at home. But, you know, Middlesbrough, fair play to Middlesbrough. They were very good and played like a team that deserves to be in an auto promotion spot. Here we go. Cross in from the left side in lowish, and look, managed to keep the ball as they recycle it back, slowing it right down here in the 33rd minute. Oh, there was a great attempt on goal there by Port Vale v Bristol, which they've just missed. Still 0-0. Offside there for Hull as I bring that back. 33rd minute, Ipswich pushing forward quickly. This game can start to see the probing of this game. Both the teams, as they know, like obviously players have started the initial sting and pep of each of the players has gone out of it. So they're probing, looking for those short, sharp bursts now. This game's really starting to take shape. And both teams' quality here. I wouldn't say either team is on top. I'd probably say, if I had to be fair, I'd say Ipswich has probably looked a slightly better side, ever so slightly. But, like, there's a hair in it. You know, that's, you know, Hull looking good too. And here we go. Hull attacking hard. Take the shot. Just take the shot. He was basically in the same position as Kiefer Moore was when he scored that goal early on. But decided not to take the shot. He should have taken that shot straight away because there was no support, and it was going to be a low percentage shot, but he still should have taken it. Like, you're not forcing the keeper there to, well organised in defence. Some Hull players coming through. Kumas did very well there for Hull in defence. But a corner here. To Hull on the left. Some of the Hull players on the side there just watching on. Cross in, nice cross and punched away by the keeper. But Hull have regained possession and still deep in attack. Great pass back to that left corner. Pushing it in. No. Players didn't read that. Yeah. That was, unfortunately, I get what he was trying to do there, but the players weren't ready for it. So still, Everton coming in extra time, coming up to halftime, up 1-0 against Burnley. And that is halftime, Everton v Burnley in the FA Cup, 1-0. What we have down here, we have Port Vale v Bristol in the 34th minute, still 0-0. And we're in the 35th minute here, Ipswich v Hull. And I might actually bring up another box over here just so I can keep an eye on the Premier League matches at the moment today. We have halftime Everton v Burnley 1-0 to Everton. Bournemouth Brentford halftime 0-0. Leeds v Sunderland halftime 0-0. And just started in the 6th minute, Wolves v Liverpool 0-0. So there you go. I've updated all the Premier League matches that are live at the moment as well. So we'll keep an eye on everything for you guys as we go. There's lots going on here in Football Town. It is pretty crazy. Here on the Local Pundit, we've got it all going on. So thanks, everybody, for coming in. If you haven't hit the like button, I saw a couple of short score predictions earlier, but nothing more. I'd love to see a few more. And defended away. Ipswich deep in attack, sorry. Here we go. And recycled back to halfway. Hull very organised in defence. So pushing out wide. 37th minute of this first half. And a live table right now has both these teams on 61 points, which obviously is okay for us, okay for Millwall, because it keeps both Ipswich and Hull below them. And there is a team that's done amazingly well I knew they'd do well this season. I just didn't think they'd be going this well. George Jones. The crazy part from last night was how very, very angry the Birmingham fans in the stands get. Okay, well, I didn't really notice that too much. I guess I was focusing a lot on the game, but we have a free kick here, deep in attack. Oh, crossed in hard and punched away. That shot was on target. Headed away by the Hull defence. Ipswich come forward again, just outside the box on the left, trying to set up a little loopy cross in, and deflections there. No one really in control, but the keeper gets it. So very well done by them. But yeah, it's such a tight game here. So Millwall on 32. So obviously current state of the table, guys. Coventry on 71. Middlesbrough on 66. So 5 points behind Coventry, the automatic top two at the moment. Then we have Millwall on 62. All have played 35 games. Currently with a live table, counting this game as being done as a draw, Ipswich will have played 34 and be on 61. And Hull will have played 35 and be on 61. Then dropping to Wrexham, rounding out the 6 as a quick attack there by Hull, doesn't find its target. Ipswich player lets that play through, but it goes through to the Hull. Oh, that's a free kick. Yeah, he's clipped the Hull player there. Wrexham rounding out the top 6 on the ladder on 57 points. So then, just outside the top 6 and just replaying that, good punch away, smart play there by the keeper. Southampton on 53 in 7th place, 4 points behind Wrexham, I should say. Then we drop to Derby and Watford on 51, 6 points behind Wrexham. As that plays down and giving the players a chance to take a quick drink here in our Ipswich v Hull game. Bristol City on 50, who are obviously playing right now in the FA Cup. So that keeps us them busy. And obviously, Bristol, Southampton, Wrexham, I think, are the only teams in the championship left. And there's a yellow card to the Hull manager there. So he's not happy. Referee's not happy about it. He's saying, no, that's how it is. And he's gone over to have a chat to the manager there. The manager's got his arm around him. But you've got the yellow card now, mate. There's nothing you can do about it. Referee won't change his mind. No VAR, obviously, in the championship. So keep those comments coming, guys. Let's get involved and see how we go. So, and as I go back over here, I'll just do a quick live score check again. Yep, so obviously halftime in 3 matches in the Premier League. And 11th minute, Wolves v Liverpool, 0-0. Tomorrow in the Premier League, Brighton v Arsenal, Man City v Nottingham Forest, Fulham v West Ham, Aston Villa v Chelsea. So Chelsea have got to travel to Aston Villa tomorrow. Hope they have a really, really hard game. As a Wrexham fan, Newcastle at home to Man United. And then on Friday, Tottenham. Well, Friday my time, Thursday for most of the world. Tottenham play Crystal Palace. But yeah, SC Dr. J. Love a draw here for Wrexham. Borrow winning last night makes second really hard for us, but does keep Brum off us. Yes, it does. And if you'd watched Champ Chat yesterday, which was just Paddy and Aaron, because John had to get out of the stadium, which is because he went to the match. So very hard. Yeah, VAR now in play in the FA Cup, Marie. You're right. But Wrexham's never, ever offside, so we won't have anything to worry about. But anyway, moving right along. Yes, so what was I saying? Yeah, obviously talking about that with the Middlesbrough-Birmingham game. Birmingham now in 12th spot on 49 points, which is 8 points behind us right now with 11 matches to go. It is absolutely capable. If you think that we can still catch Middlesbrough on 9 points behind, which I think is a very big stretch. Now, everything would have to go our way. Then obviously with Birmingham only being 8 points behind us, they can still catch us, but everything has to go their way. The difference being for us to get into second, which is a major, major call, we'd have to get over the top of 4 teams to do that. Now, as Cross in there and Ipswich heading it away, the difference for Birmingham is for them to get into the playoffs, they have to get over the top of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. And for me, that is the difference. Do I think we can get second? Probably not. Do I want us to? Absolutely. I absolutely want us to get second. But I'll be happy just making the playoffs. Remember, at the start of the season, I predicted Wrexham to finish 7th. So I'll be very happy if we make the playoffs. I think we've done so very well this season as Hull, deep in attack here on the left, looking, setting up, trying to get across him. Not many shots on goal. Ruled offside there. Yep, in the 43rd minute. As we're getting close to halftime, I reckon we're probably going to get 5 minutes. Probably there's been a few stoppages. So, yeah. And that was a great call by the linesman. He was offside and only by about half a step. So, fair play to the linesman there. Great effort. So, yes. But 0-0 still. 0-0 Port Vale v Bristol in the 42nd minute. And we have Ipswich with the ball just down in half, slowed down a little bit, pushing forward now. So, yes, it is all happening. I have 3 channels going here. Here we are, looking at schedules remaining, Mike Massaro. Hull's is tough. Yes, it is. Rather play Ipswich in playoffs and see Hull out of it. Well, if Hull's out of it, that probably means Southampton's in, Mike, in my opinion. And to be fair, I'd probably rather be up against Hull than Southampton. Southampton are more dangerous. So I think the current top 6 is the top 6 I want. I don't want Southampton in there, but they might get in there. And if they do, good luck to them. That's just being as a biased Wrexham fan. So everyone looking very pensive here in the stands. A lady there with her hands on her face. I love it. Whether it's just to keep her warm or she's actually stressing. But we're in the 45th minute here of this game. So, yeah. Hull's schedule is tough. Well, Hull are playing Ipswich today. So their next 3, well, their current 3 games, so including this game, is away here to Ipswich, I think away to Hull, and then away to Wrexham. So, they are playing 3 of the top 6 teams in this little stretch. So, now that can go one or two ways for them here. Now, to be honest, as far as Hull's concerned, a draw in all 3 matches is probably decent. The only team that doesn't suit them with is Southampton, probably, because they'd be probably catching up and quite quickly. But, because if they drew with, obviously that would mean Wrexham would draw, Ipswich would draw, and Millwall would have a draw each out of those 3 games. So obviously keeps everybody close together. But I know the boys last night were talking about points required to make it. A lot of people were talking a little bit lower, like around 70, and the boys broke it down. I think, yeah, absolutely, it's going to be above that. When you think about it, it's only 13 points for us to get to 70 from here with 11 games to go. It's going to take more than that. It's going to be mid-70s, 74, 75, 76 to make the playoffs, I think. Yes, George Jones, Miller is scared to shoot. Both these teams have to take shots on goal. And there we go. And that's a corner there. We're in the 47th minute. I haven't got a extra time check. And if it came up, I missed it. So I'm sorry. So I don't know how many extra minutes here. Yeah, George Jones, 74. I think around 74. Yeah. Evening all, hoping for a draw in this game, MFC Dave. Your Millwall Football Club, there you go, Millwall fan. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that is a fair call, as easily gotten away there, but just straight out to the Ipswich player, and we're attacking on the right, cross coming in, but just falls to the Hull player and kicked out by Ipswich there. So it'll be a throw in to Hull on the side. I think 2 points per game. Okay, SC Doctor. I think 2 points per game, 22 points for 79 total for Wrexham is very achievable. Yes, it is, but Borough would have to collapse not to get at least 15 to 16 points with games Blackburn, Pompey, Oxford, Wednesday left. Yeah. One thing I will say about Borough is that they do tend to have unexpected draws on games you think they're going to win. But anyway, George Jones has probably 74 points. Karen, good to see you in here. Hey, TLP friends. Hey, here we go. DH +4. Thank you for the time check. Okay, so we're 2.5 minutes into 4 minutes. So we only have roughly 90 seconds left. And it looks like are we half-time here in the FA Cup? Yes, we are. 0-0 half-time, Port Vale v Bristol. There we go. And in the only live game at the moment, no, Bournemouth and Brentford back out after half-time, still 0-0. 20th minute, Wolves v Liverpool, still 0-0. Crossed away there, crossed in and headed away by the Hull defence with 1 minute left of this first half. And Hull in no rush to get over there and throw this ball in. They're happy to see half-time here. Obviously, if Hull can get a point away from home against Ipswich, that would be a great result. Hull captain Hughes there. Look at that. Everybody looking very pensive in the stands here as they do a shot. So, the Red Horde, good to see you, buddy. Our Canadian Wrexham friend. Hope you're well. So far, so good on the let's cheer for a draw front. Yeah, Red Horde, I'm with you. I'm a draw guy for this game. Hope you've been well. Red Horde does watch-alongs as well, guys, and does Wrexham News. If you haven't watched his channel, we'd love to support everybody, all things Wrexham here. So feel free to get over there and check out his channel as well. Give you the shout-out while you're here, because I know he does the same for us, which we really appreciate. All good on your end? Yeah, good. Yeah, all good on my end too. I am well. And there it is, halftime, 0-0, Ipswich v Hull. Okay, so let's take a minute. 0-0, both teams probing. Not enough shots on goal, in my opinion. No time, but thanks for the plug. You guys are awesome. Thanks very much, Red Horde. Yeah, so Kipre just going in there, taking his time, all players walking in. So I would say, not enough shots on goal, in my opinion, here from either side. So it really does lean towards, as I notice here, Everton v Burnley. Burnley's away kit looks very, very similar to Wrexham's third kit with the blue and white horizontal stripes. So there we go. But as I look on here, so yeah, I'm just breaking down this game here, this Ipswich v Hull game. Not enough attacks on goal, in my opinion. I think they do need to just get more shots on goal. Try and create an unforced error, because at the moment, neither keepers had to do too much. And I've had to buy this game. Now, I will say, so on Ipswich TV, and the ad here now, they're doing an ad for the women's Ipswich team. And this is a very, very slick operation by Ipswich TV here. Very professional ads, great showing, very well done. So I'm sure the marketing team at Wrexham would watch all of this. But yeah, very professional. So, and we're still clicking through here. I'm just looking down now here. They're in second half here, Everton v Burnley, and it is 1-0 to Everton. Still 0-0, 22nd minute, Wolves v Liverpool. But for us, A draw here would be quite good, as I'm looking at a live table, would leave them on 61 points. Obviously, 4 points ahead of us and out of reach. But it has caught up their game for Hull, and Ipswich still one more game to catch up. So on a live table, and I'll bring up the table for you. I'll bring it into the show so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm using the Sky Bet live table at the moment. Share screen. Here we are. Sky Bet Championship. This is the table I'm using, guys. Yeah, so as you can see here, Ipswich and Hull on 61 leaves them 4 points ahead of us. Now, remembering, we're not going to be playing this weekend, and Hull are playing Millwall. So Hull, back-to-back absolute bangers, playing Ipswich tied on points. And as it stands, as we sit right now, Hull up against Millwall, only 1 point behind them. And on the weekend could move up into third place, depending on other results. Who does Ipswich play this weekend? They play, as I bring that up, Ipswich at home to Leicester. So, yeah, a lot going on. Pretty crazy. So, but it is half time here. I'm enjoying my morning coffee. What other bangers do we have this weekend in the championship? Because obviously the biggest football game this weekend is going to be Wrexham at home to Chelsea. Oh my God, what a game. But in the championship this weekend, Blackburn v Portsmouth in the relegation battle is going to be very interesting, because when I look at that, so I'll just bring that up for you and go to the bottom of the table there. So Blackburn v Portsmouth is pretty crazy, because as you can see there, Blackburn and Portsmouth, 39 and 38 points for respectively Portsmouth Blackburn, means that both these teams are 4 and 5 points outside the relegation zone, and important for them to just get some points this weekend. They probably both take a draw. They both would like to get some points out. It's one of those teams gets a win, massive result for them. Preston v Oxford United. Massive game for Oxford if they're hoping to get out of relegation. To be honest, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. And for Preston, who are sitting there, as we can see, in 11th spot on 49, a win there would get them up to 52, which would be obviously a great result for them, but would still leave them 5 points behind us, obviously, because we are not playing. Now, other games there on the weekend, Hull obviously v Millwall, which I've already mentioned. I'm going to be an absolute banger. And Hull are at home, sorry, they're not away. They're at home to Millwall. But Millwall, remember, did come to the Stoke K Russ and do the job on us. So we definitely have to be careful there. Then Sheffield at home to West Brom. Bit of a game. Charlton at home to Birmingham. Birmingham pretty much have to go on a massive winning streak right now to be any chance. And Charlton down on 41 points. Just eking out a couple of draws right now for Charlton. All they've got to be thinking is don't get dragged into a relegation battle. So Charlton at home, they'd be quite happy to eke out a draw. Birmingham's away form not been great. But they'll be smarting after that loss. So I think we'll be seeing something quite we'll be wanting to see something from them after their result against Middlesbrough. Derby County v Sheffield Wednesday. Well, Derby should get 3 points there and take them to 54 points to keep them definitely still in the playoff battle. They are not out of it yet. Just they're only on 51 points, 6 points behind us. So they have to get the win against Sheffield. Everybody has to get that 3 points against Sheffield Wednesday, who are obviously already relegated. Now, Ipswich at home to Leicester with a short turnaround against Leicester. interesting coming out of tonight, depending on how this game ends up, what is important. All games are important, but you really need to continue getting those 3-pointers now, because at the moment, at this stage of the season, when teams around you get wins and you only get draws, they feel like losses. But yeah, it just adds that extra layer at this time of the season. Swansea at home to Stoke, bit of a, Swansea on 46 points, Stoke on 47 points, mid-table, almost time for the beach for both those teams. Then Bristol City at home to Coventry with a short turnaround, because obviously they're playing FA Cup as we speak against Port Vale. And they are at home to Coventry, but you'd have to think like 2 more wins out of 11 games by Coventry doesn't guarantee them auto promotion, but it definitely, especially if they're getting them now when the runway, 2 more games in. Let's say they got 2 wins out of their next 2 games, got to 77 points with 9 games to go. Wow, what a great result that would be for them. Then the last game of the weekend is QPR at home to Middlesbrough. Now, it is a bit of a banana peel game for Middlesbrough, coming off a shorter turnaround. QPR getting the full week off. But the way Middlesbrough played last night against Birmingham, you'd have to say they're favourites to be QPR. We're on 47 points. QPR really playing for pride at the moment. Can't make 10 points back, can't get over all those teams. And 47 points, too far ahead of the relegation battle, in my opinion. So there is the roundup of what's coming on the weekend, and super excited to see it. But my eyes will be firmly focused on Wrexham at home to Chelsea. Cannot wait. Absolute banger. What a game for the club. Here we go. Total shots, 5 by Ipswich, 4 by Hull. Shots on target, 1 shot on target by Ipswich, no shots on target by Hull. Shots off target, obviously, well, that just adds up. 3 by Ipswich and 1 by Hull. Shots inside the box, 4 by Ipswich, 2 by Hull. So, it really is. There's only been 1 save. None had to be made by Ipswich, 1 by the Hull keeper. So, block shots 3 and 1. So, look, 72% possession to Ipswich, people. They've had the majority of possession. Hull trying to hit them on the counter. 5 corner kicks to Ipswich to 1 to Hull. 3 offsides by Hull. So, interesting. It's showing Hull with the majority of possession, but this match has been very even. Very, very even. So, it is cracking right along. What have we got here? Sorry, but I saw on Facebook that KSI has bought Wrexham. No, that's not true, NFC Dave. Not as far as I know. I've not seen anything in relation to that. But I have been here doing this. So I don't know where you saw that, but that's funny. He's just joking there too. Ipswich v Hull, 0-0, lovely jubbly. And that is a Cov fan. I think, is that the Coventry logo? No, Leicester. Oh, very, very hard to see. Watching the replays, I'm starting to think that Miller just can't shoot with his left foot. Maybe why he doesn't take the tight angle shots that we see Moore pulling off for us. Well, Moore's pulled off one great one. 100% with me. We joined forces after I won the Powerball. That's funny, Red Horde. I love it. Hope it stays level, says Maxi Verse. Yeah, me too. KSA bought a 20% stake in Dagenham. There you go. Wow, very interesting. Yeah. So we're literally still at half time here. And we're 1-1 still, Everton over Burnley. Half time, Port Vale v Bristol. Premier League games, have we had any changes? No changes. Leeds and Sunderland back playing. Bournemouth, Brentford, well, in 57th and 58th minute. Wolves at home to Liverpool, 32nd minute, still 0-0. Come on, Liverpool. That's my other team that I love. But anyway, Craig Moore, I think it was, that played for Liverpool way back in the day. Australian guy. But anyway, that's what got me into Liverpool at the time. Push up Sky Blues. Well, there you go. As they're getting ready to come back out in the FA Cup, Port Vale v Bristol. Both these teams with a massive chance to get through to the 5th round. and both would really want it too, to be honest. I haven't actually had a look at the lineup to see whether Bristol put out a fairly strong team tonight. Bristol obviously favourites against Port Vale in that game. But yes, so we're still at half-time here, waiting for it all to play out. So we are moving right along. But I have all these games going on. It's so good. Look at I'm in football heaven right now, people. So obviously half-time here in the Championship. Second half here in the Premier League, Everton v Burnley. And the second half about to start here, Bristol v Port Vale. So at the moment, Burnley's about to make some changes. So, yeah, they have their horizontal stripes on their kit in this Burnley away kit is like light blue with an even paler blue. So, yeah, so I'm going to call it sky blue and pale blue. And they're not distinct stripes. They're sort of like a blend-in stripe. They actually look quite nice. But anyway, but very similar, like from a distance, as our third kit. Ken, I think that's meant to be Ken. You need to tell Josh he needed a $20 bonus at the end of season to help offset the cost of this match. Don't worry, I will be putting in my receipts for reimbursement, Donna. Absolutely. I'm telling him, Josh, pay me. I mean, on top of the millions of dollars that I get paid to help Josh out on the local pundit, we're massive earners here. Yeah. Push up Sky Blues, pushing up the table. Okay. My bad. I always thought it referenced pushing up the table. But moving right along, about to kick off second half here, Bristol v Port Vale. And there's a corner waiting to happen over here, which I'm watching, Burnley v Everton. So very interesting. Getting ready to come in. Crosses in. And, yeah, nothing much happened there. And goal kick too. I'm waiting for second half to get going here. Yeah. I'm very happy with how this table looks right now. To be honest, I want it, myself personally, this is how I feel about the table right now. I want to get a team dragged back into that battle for sixth place. I want it to not just be a battle for sixth place. I want it to be a battle for fifth and sixth. So I'd love to see us get very close to, probably it's going to be Hull if I had to pick Hull or Ipswich. And that way, we're not just fighting everybody for that sixth position. It's fifth and sixth position. And so if Hull got 2 draws here and got to 62, and then we could manage to get a win against them, we'd move to within 2 points of them and then be able to apply a lot of pressure. I also want to see a couple of these teams down here well, Birmingham's starting to feel like they're out of it now, but they're not really yet. It probably would take 2 more losses, to be fair. 1 definitely makes it very, very hard. But, and Preston, Bristol, Watford, these teams to start to eke away. And we do have a game against Watford coming up too as well, people. So, yeah. Oh, my God. And there it is, Everton, a very slick goal in the 60th minute to go up 2-0. And that's probably going to be enough to bury Burnley, to be honest, guys. And probably enough, to be fair, to say, yeah, Burnley are going to get relegated back into the Championship next year with Wolverhampton Wanderers. And then it's just who the third team is. As we have kickoff here in the second half, kicked off by Hull, straight back to the keeper, and then the long kick forward. So we are up and away, still 0-0. It is. So let's see if someone comes out sharp here in the start of the second half. Going to be very interesting. Obviously, I'll keep an eye on Bristol Port Vale because it is just out of half-time, just coming into half-time, those moments of matches where you can see the occasional goal. But it looks like they're settled in well there at Bristol v Port Vale. And could you imagine if I actually get to – now they're in the 47th minute, 48th minute. So if this game finishes, I would love the Bristol Port Vale game to go to a penalty shootout. And I will stay and call that for you if that happens. Well, a 0-0 thriller, yeah. And I'm not too sure how to pronounce your moniker there, but I love the Bart Simpson avatar. The 0-0 thriller. Well, look, I'm happy with that. Oh, my God, a terrible turnover there by Ipswich. Hull on the left. Are they going to get a shot on goal? No, they're not, but they have forced a corner. Got to get some shots on goal here, Hull. Bruce, welcome in, Bruce. It's our club anthem, George Jones, Finn 11. Play up the Sky Blues. Learn something new today. Okay. Nice kit, blue and white. Finn, yeah, that Wrexham third kit is a really nice kit. I've got all three kits. Now, I'm Australian, so obviously green and gold is our colours. So I do like our away kit. I like all three kits, but probably my favourite, it's the same as you, is probably that third kit, which is a reference to Welsh Patagonia. So, yeah, very good. And it's a great ad when they did the promotion of that with the singing choir and everything. I thought it was pretty cool. Recycling now, so Hull with the ball, pushing forward just inside halfway. Got it. He's thinking about taking a shot. Yeah, he got to take a shot. He got to take a shot. Could not get the shot off. I would have taken that shot earlier when he was on his right foot. But Bruce McFarlane, g'day, writing midterms and listening to the football. Everton up 2-0. Port Vale v Bristol still 0-0 in the 50th minute. And we're here in the 48th minute, still 0-0 Ipswich v Hull. And all other Premier League games on at the moment are still 0-0, guys. So it's a whole plethora of stuff going on here. George Jones, can you imagine if the third team coming down is Tottenham travelling to the £1+ billion stadium in the Championship? That would be crazy. We decided what the best outcome is. Well, for me personally, it's a draw or an Ipswich win. I want to drag Hull back down. I still think Ipswich is a massive chance of finishing second. But Middlesbrough's making that very tough for them. I will say that. And fair play to Middlesbrough. I think Coventry's going to win the league. Definitely. That's just my opinion. But what would I know? Oh, and down, Hull with the ball, deep in defence. Nunez went down there. Well, geez, you look at the names across this Ipswich lineup. It's just stacked with quality. Kipre, Nunez, Hurst. Like, just, oh, God, they got some players. But, I say that now and I start to think of what Wrexham's done. And you go Broadhead, Moore, Windass, Hyam, and pretty soon people are going to be saying Okonkwo. He's one of the best keepers in this league. No doubt. What a great save for him on the weekend. Oh, Ipswich turn and go forward. And, again, I'm going to give credit to both teams' defences here. Oh, there's a great through ball. But, yeah, well defended by Ipswich. But, yeah, Lewis O'Brien, yes, exactly. It's just one of those things. So, quality all around across all teams, to be fair. A poor kick out there, Hull get it and have recycled it all the way back to the keeper. Now, I've got that going on. So much going on here football-wise. 0-0 52nd minute, Port Vale v Bristol. Still 0-0 here, Ipswich v Hull. And Ipswich with the ball right on halfway. Leeds have just gone up 1-0 against Sunderland. So looking good for them. And talking about Tottenham possibly going down. Tottenham 4 points clear of West Ham and have lost 4 on the bounce. You'd have to think they're going to turn that around soon. So who knows? Nottingham Forest, 27 points. West Ham, 25. I'm going to say it's those three teams fighting at that last relegation spot with Burnley on 19 and Wolves on 14, I think are definitely going down now because, well, Wolves only have 8 games to go after today. So, they can only, look, they're not going to win all their games anyway, but that's 24 points. Most they could get to 36, which is, only up to 13th right now. They're not going to get that. They're going to be lucky to get to 20 points, Wolves, which is already in the relegation zone. I'm going to say it now. They're definitely going down. I'm going to say it now, even only 8 points behind Burnley. They're definitely going down. Crossed by Hull here. Stopped comfortably by Ipswich, and Ipswich just trying to control the ball here deep in their own half. Hull pressing, but really well worked out there by Ipswich. That's just great play. Yeah. There are provisions to expand an upper level, not 100% certain if they are leaving it until subsequent phase or not. They will be. Okay, Finn, what's happening with your new stand? How many will it hold and total capacity? They're going, as Red Horde explained there, like they haven't got the final approval to go to 7,500, I think it is. 5,500 without that extra tier, but I think it will definitely get built with that. It'll get approved by then. I would be pretty confident of that. And it's going together well. There is a channel that does that, but anyway, that does daily updates on that. And so watching that come out of the ground as we speak. And if you want to get a good update on it, tune in to the game on the weekend, Wrexham v Chelsea at the ground. So what have we got here? Spurs are being Spursy and West Ham are wet. Well, you may be going up, MFC Dave, at this point in time. You're looking pretty good for it. So, and here we go. I think that our CEO said in an interview that the plan was to do the full 7,000. Yeah, I think they'll do the full 7,000 capacity, 7,700 capacity, because it would be stupid not to build it now. And even if they didn't get approval for those fans right now, if they build it, it'd be very hard for the council to stop them. I think the pressure that would be coming through. Imagine the locals, if there's 7,700 capacity there, and the council said, no, you can only have 5,500, and 2,200 people would miss out every week on going to a game. That would be insane. Ooh, quick turn and shot there by Ipswich, but well blocked. Ken, I heard your golf game takes after Jim Ferrier's. Jim Ferrier, I don't know who that is. You do kind of look like him. So I don't know who Jim Ferrier is. My golf game goes okay, Jimmy John Bangles. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. George Jones saw that, and I think that's the intention. Just if they got the approval, I haven't seen that. Yeah, remember the issue, which is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the waste. It's all about the waste getting away and not contaminating the local waterways. That's the key there. Big cross there. Is he going to stop it? The Ipswich player does stop that deep in the corner, kicked out by the Hull player, and it's a throw into Ipswich deep in the left. Thanks for that. Hope you beat Chelsea and do a cov, get to Wembley. Finn, 11:31. Absolutely. Imagine that is an Aussie. Jim Ferrier, Aussie legend, one of the best golfers. Never heard of him. Jimmy John Bangles, Jim Ferrier, an Aussie legend in golf. Really? I'm going to have to Google that. I'm not going to do it right now, but I've never heard of Jim Ferrier. How old is this guy? Yeah. So Bruce talking about the stand expansion there. Yeah, and went for a shot on target there, but blocked by the Hull defender. So, yeah, it never got to the keeper. But it was right. And the parking, I think, says Travis Herb. But Hull have the ball deep in defence. In the 55th minute, guys, still 0-0 here. So, and as I get back to checking the Premier League games, nearly half-time, Wolves v Liverpool, 0-0, 45+1. Shot on goal there by Ipswich, but easily defended by the Hull keeper there. 2-0 Everton over Burnley, 0-0 Bournemouth Brentford, 0-0 Leeds v Sunderland. So all happening. Not far from your time, Jimmy John Bangles, born in 1915. Very funny, Jimmy John Bangles. Yeah. So I'm older than him. First Aussie to win a major tournament. So a year or two before, after my time or before my time? Bruce McFarlane. 18 PGA Tour wins, 1 PGA Championship. Finished second in the Masters in 1950. Okay. Thanks for doing the research for me, guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Red Horde, Bruce and Jimmy. Okay, wide here. Ipswich crossing in, defended easily by Hull. So there really hasn't been a shot on goal here where I've gone, oh, my God. There was one by Ipswich early that just went outside the left post, which was a good turn. That I would say was the best opportunity of the game so far. And Hull having a crack there from the left side, and Miller holding his hands to his head there like it was close. I guess when I think of older Australian golf legends, I think of Von Nyder, I think of Peter Thompson, of guys like that. So they would be the two older statesmen of Australian golf that I would think of that were pretty amazing. And then you obviously get to someone like Greg Norman, who obviously had a great career. Died in 86, MFC Dave. Everybody's doing their homework, doing their Google searches. I love it. Sunderland up 1-0 against Leeds. So maybe did I call Leeds going up 1-0 earlier? And maybe that goal got disallowed. I'm pretty sure I did call that earlier because that's what came up in the live score. So it must have been a goal, then a disallowed goal. I could be wrong about that because I'm not watching the game. I've just got the scores on the Google updates here with Sunderland now up 1-0 against Leeds as Ipswich working it out of their own half on the left side, but a terrible pass there and turned over. Ipswich on the attack down the right. Ipswich players streaming back in defence. Not many players forward here. As they push forward. Yeah, George Jones. At least Miller finally just took the left-footed shot. Recycled back here by Hull all the way back to the keeper. So Everton still up 2-0 against Burnley. 0-0 Bournemouth Brentford. 1-0 Sunderland over Leeds. And 0-0 at halftime Wolves v Liverpool. And 0-0 Port Vale v Bristol in the FA Cup in the 60th minute of Bristol get ready to make changes. And here in the 58th minute, 0-0 Ipswich v Hull with the throw-in on the right-hand side. Red Hordes getting into it, basically saying Liam Miller, most overrated Canadian footballer in the world. Okay. That's a big call. But anyway, I'm not up on the Canadian footballers and who's good and who's not. The fact that he's in the championship to me and so many other better players are not is shocking. Okay, Red Horde, interesting. Well, you would know you're Canadian, so I respect that. I can't comment on that. Just watching the replay here, of the Hull player pushing the Ipswich attacker off the ball. Oh! Free kick here just outside the box on the left. Both players contesting for the ball, and Drummer has absolutely cleaned him like just a leg on leg, basically. Headed forward by Ipswich, goes to stick his foot out, and that kick, right on his foot. That hurts. That does hurt. But a free kick in a very dangerous position here in the 60th minute to Hull. So just outside the left-hand corner of the box. And it looks like it's going to be a right-footed in-curling kick. So he could easily take a shot on goal here, Nunez, or it could be a cross-in. This is a very dangerous position. And here it comes. Takes a shot. Straight to the keeper, no threat at all, very easily handed, like literally couldn't have kicked it any straighter at the keeper if he tried. Got to update my spelling to Miller. Yeah, not Miller, Miller. So 60th minute. That's Nunez won't be happy with that. He would have expected better of himself. So yeah. We keep pushing here. Big, deep kick going for that deep pass to forward from Hull, but recycled through the middle here. Oh, Nunez with the ball in the middle, crosses it wide out to the left. And, well defended. Tell you what, Drummer, well defended, but he lost his footing. He didn't get a foot on that. That Ipswich player was around him. So... Oh, that was close. But we're into the 61st minute corner here. Out curler here from Davis on the left-hand side. So left-footed kick from the left to curl away to the front post, but easily defended by the Hull defence headed away as Ipswich then recycle the ball back just inside their attacking half and move it over to the right now. Cross in towards the middle, headed straight down, straight to the keeper. So not a lot of venom on that from Hurst and very easily taken by the Hull keeper. Ken, are you a Tiger or a Jack guy, Jimmy John Bangles? I would say I'm both from a golfing perspective. There you go. There's a little bit of, political nuance going on in there. But, I mean, Jack, just amazing what he did. And then Tiger totally changed golf, and it's very interesting how that happened too. No doubt. Who's the GOAT? Who knows? Coming in super late. Hey, Sarah, good to see you. And don't know if it was mentioned yet. Does anyone else notice how ridiculously tight how Hull's jerseys are? Well, maybe they like to show off the bod, Sarah. I think Ken is more of a one iron on the 17th at Pebble Beach guy. 17th. The 17th was odd. That's Jack. That was Jack, one iron at Pebble Beach guy. Yeah, George Jones, bit of a Jack Nicholas reference. He played Pebble Beach a couple of years ago when I came to America. There can only be one GOAT, you politician, says Jimmy John Bangles. Well, interesting. I think as it's very hard to compare eras, Jimmy John Bangles, because for the simple fact of when Jack did it, there was less players. Which means it makes Tigers' efforts probably better when you consider it like that. But you still got to win. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, of my age, I didn't get to watch a lot of Jack. I only saw Jack in his later years, whereas I got to see Tiger's progression from turning pro to everything he did, and it was just amazing. Just in awe of some of the things he could do with a golf club in his hand and with a golf ball to go on and win a major. Jack is the guy, says George Jones. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm on the fence on that. I can't split them. Anyway, 0-0 here, 64th minute. The game's starting to apply a bit of pressure. Nunez just plays him off the ball. Oh, I don't know whether that was a free kick, but it was definitely 2-0. Burnley up against Everton up against Burnley. Leeds are trailing 1-0 to Sunderland and 0-0 in the other two: Bournemouth, Brentford, Wolves, Liverpool, and in the FA Cup in the 66th minute, still 0-0. If that goes to a penalty shootout, guys, I will cover that for you because this Ipswich Hull game will be finished by then in the 65th minute. Headed forward, but the keeper's got control of it and splayed away off the outside of his boot there by the keeper. But kept in by Ipswich and Hull player works him off the ball. Hull with the ball, pushing it wide on the right side, deep in attack. Hull player down, but the play on. Drama it is. And pushing here, trying to force play, going for the cross, but defended by Ipswich and out for a Hull throw-in. Look, there's many great shots. That one on was a great shot. There's a couple of unbelievable shots out of the trees from Tiger. The putt on par 3, is it 15 at Augusta or 16? Oh, sorry, chip. It was a chip, from off the green. Unforgettable. One of the greatest replays ever. Miller can be an overrated player, but he's certainly a good actor. Yeah, there you go. As Joseph and Lindstrom coming on for Hull. So, and we're in the 66th minute. So this game's starting to get into that sort of time in the match where things get very interesting. Players starting to get a bit tired. Things start to open up a little bit. It was number 16 to go in and win the Masters. Tiger was number 16 to go on and win the Masters. Yeah. That was pretty amazing, that chip. You want me to be even more controversial, George? You could go, am I a live golf or a PGA fan? There you go. There's a bit of controversy for you at the moment. As out and a hole throw in here deep on the right. Crossed in, easily pushed away by the Hull defenders for another throw in by the Ipswich defenders for a Hull throw in on the right hand side here. Deep on the right, long kick forward, and just opening up. But Ipswich get the ball and push forward now down the left, but it's slowed up. But he presses forward again, coming in. They're still on the left, deep wide on the left, and kicked out. And that should be an Ipswich throw in. Yes, it is. I gave up on golf long before Liv existed. Okay, George. You say Liv, I may have to switch my allegiance to Jimmy John Bangles. Fair enough. Well, as a person that doesn't live in America, we definitely appreciate the fact that we get to see some good golfers in Australia. Jimmy John Bangles, I will say that. And here we go as Ipswich players get up to Ipswich fans, get up to clap Taylor off as Mehmeti. So how's that? You take Taylor off and you bring on Mehmeti. Seriously. Like, just how strong is this team? Just amazing. Looks like Everton safely there in the 83rd minute, up 2-0 against Burnley. So looking good for them. Sunderland still 1-0 up against Leeds, and 0-0 Bournemouth, Brentford, and Wolves v Liverpool. Still 0-0 Port Vale versus Bristol City in the 70th minute as that match continues to wind down. So, yeah, very interesting. Ipswich with the ball, just in the attacking midfield. Pushing over to the right side now. Lots of defence in play and play on. Ipswich player went down, but they've just given it straight back to Ipswich. And now, out wide on the left to Ipswich. Recycled in, a chance here, push forward. Nunez tries to chip it, but the keeper well positioned. So well done to them. 88 people in here, guys. Thanks for coming in. Hit the like button if you can. Also, just remember that there's lots going on this week on the channel. You get shows every day here. Hit that like, subscribe. Are we still happy with the draw, guys? Put your score wishes, not your predictions, your wishes in here in the comments for me. I'd love to see what people are hoping for at the end of this game. How do you want this game to play out? In the 70th minute, 20 minutes plus extra time to go. DH, hoping for 0-0. Fair enough. Appreciate that. Rick Miller, the same. I'm hoping for 2-2. So it's got the same result as you, but then I get to see 4 goals. Because although there's no way these teams are going to score 2 goals each the way they're going at the moment, the defences are just too organised. Worst case, Ipswich wins. Yeah, fair call. Tell you what, the one team that'll be very happy, well, actually, there's multiple teams that'll be happy with the draw. Millwall, us, but more importantly, I think Middlesbrough. After all this talk about all the teams winning, and a shot, and it's in! Oh my God, that's a goal! Well, it's not 0-0 anymore. It is now 1-0 to Ipswich with a great shot on goal. What a goal. There we go. And we have Ipswich now 1-0 up against Hull City. What a goal. from outside the box, right foot. Great shot. Yeah. Matasawir. And it was a great strike up into the top rightish corner. Ipswich pressing forward, flicked back, crossed across, and just perfect. And he just came forward, one shot, top right-hand corner. And keeper just could not get to that. He was never going to stop that, the keeper. He was aimed a little bit right, but I mean, that is perfectly placed. It is more in the right corner than what I first said. It was top right corner. Looking at it from behind, absolute bullet, and a ball that was climbing into the top of the net. So, you know, the keeper had no chance. I don't mind this. Red Horde's not happy. If I was going to take anything, it was going to be a draw followed by an Ipswich win. So right now, I'm going to get either of those results because I can't see Hull scoring 2 in 18 minutes, in my opinion. But I've been wrong plenty of times before, people. So let's see. And that will adjust the live table. Oh, my God. That will drag, just remember, that will drag Hull back down to 60 points and have them only 3 points ahead of Wrexham now as the live table sits. But what it does do for Ipswich, which is very important for them, for their attempt to get to automatic promotion with one of these makeup games, puts them only 3 points behind Middlesbrough. And a guy who I do love watching, actually, Benjamin Bloom, who is an Ipswich fan and has a channel that's well worth watching, guys, if you want to catch up on football as well, anything but us, as Ipswich pull forward here again. And, oh, my God, Ipswich have just butchered a goal. Butchered a goal. Pouring forward. It's still on here. But, oh, my God, they have just butchered that goal to go up 2-0. That is crazy. They had 4 players pouring forward. Cross basically just had to beat the keeper, who was fully stretched to stop it. Props to the keeper for stopping it. But he only had to get that ball going a touch higher. And there's just no way. No defender in front of him. Just had to beat the keeper from 2 yards. Like, it was, if Hull come back and draw this game or win it, that you're going to look back to that moment and just go, oh, my God, that was a pivotal point in this match. But the one thing that goal will do is probably open up this game and force Hull to be more attacking. That is the one thing it will do. Absolutely. So, and quick score updates. 2-0 Everton over Burnley, 90th minute. So this game's nearly over. 90th minute, 1-0 Sunderland up against Leeds. 90+3 Bournemouth Brentford, 0-0. And 48th minute, Wolves Liverpool, 0-0. 77th minute in the FA Cup, Port Vale Bristol, 0-0. As Hull push forward on the left here and have got the ball, sort of a little bit luckily there, but got back possession. Hull on the right, just inside their attacking half, trying to create an opportunity here. They've got to get players forward. There's no one in the box, one player in the box. Just one player in the box there. That's not good enough. Have forced a corner, though. So that's one thing. But to be honest, they have not looked as threatening. Yeah. Oh, Horde, Lewis O'Brien shot, the poor guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick Lewis O'Brien with that label, but yeah, short to the near post, the corner in, defended away. Hull have got it, kicks it back out wide to the left side, crosses in, defenders everywhere. Drops to Hull, but they give it straight back to Ipswich, just slowing it down to actually get that ball out with a little bit of patience. 6 minutes of extra time in Everton v Burnley, and then into the first minute of extra time, they're up 2-0. So Everton just got to eke away time there, being up 2-0. Extra time Leeds v Sunderland. I don't know how much extra time, but it's 90 plus 1. Sunderland up 1-0. So it is still all continuing on here. Ipswich get the ball away, but back to Hull and absolutely thumped away by Nunes there, deep in defence, back into the Hull defensive half. And that'll be a free kick to Hull just inside their attacking half. Sorry, just cleaning something out of my eye there, guys. Yep, there we go. So as Ipswich getting ready to make a couple of late changes, just to slow the game down a bit here and probably get a little bit of control. Nunes coming off. A good game by him. So, yeah, for Neil coming on for Nunes. And he's getting a good round of applause there by the fans. And why wouldn't he? They're up 1-0. 78th minute of the match. And Ivan coming on as well, I see there. So it is just still 0-0 in the FA Cup in the 80th minute. 92nd minute, Burnley taking long shots there and not looking good. There's only 4 minutes of time left there, down 2-0. Yeah, Azon, coming on for Hurst. Hurst had a great game, in my opinion. What a player. Geez, he's a good, strong player, Hurst. George Jones, come on, Hull. Let's get that draw. Who knows? Yeah. Hull with the ball deep in their own defensive half. Ipswich just sitting off them a little bit. Starting to press here, though, but quite happy for them to have the ball. But, yeah, just, getting to sort of within 4 yards of the play with the ball, but not pressuring super hard. They've recycled it all the way back to the keeper, moving it out to the right. Yep, still Ipswich doing well here, keeping them deep, deep, deep in their defensive half in the 79th minute. As they manage to get the ball forward now, but controlled all the way back to the Ipswich keeper, who just kicks it long as the Hull attacker was coming forward to apply pressure. Hull with the ball now, just inside the attacking half. Oh, no. Oh, wait up. No, yeah. Gets through to the keeper, and the keeper picks it up easily. 94th minute now, Everton just making changes with 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left to play. Oh, ball gets through, and Ipswich keeper comes out to clear that. That was great work by the Hull keeper, but that was a dangerous spot there. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ipswich should already be up 2-0 in my opinion, but there was another opportunity right there. Into the 80th minute, all the way back with the keeper. I can't believe how deep they are. This is where you do say, just getting that ball, like that hoof ball, getting it clear, going for the long pass forward here. Great work by the Ipswich defender to hold his man off. And it does look like just an ever so little bit of panic in defence here by Ipswich. Not dangerous, but, they're looking a little bit more frantic. Yeah. And it's full-time Bournemouth v Brentford 0-0. So draw there in that game, which is probably a great result for both teams, to be fair, in the Premier League. Into the last 90 seconds, Everton v Burnley, and Everton up 2-0. And must be very close to full-time. It's 90 plus 5, Sunderland v Leeds. So, yeah, it is all going on there. I'll be able to flip that screen there to Wolverhampton v Liverpool at full time in that game, because that game's the Liverpool-Wolverhampton game started later. Hull trying to force it forward here in the 81st minute. They've got the ball just outside the box, trying to create an opportunity. Got to get a shot off, guys, here. You're not getting any shots off. Wow. Geez, it's dangerous here. In the box, just kicking the ball around. Very dangerous for Ipswich. Hull trying to force it in there, just force an opportunistic chance here on goal, but they've recycled it back to halfway. So, pushing on. Still 0-0 in the 83rd minute of the FA Cup match. the last round 4 match of the FA Cup, by the way, guys, if you weren't aware, before round 5 starting this weekend. Hull is playing old. Hull, well, not so much. Now they are a little bit, George. They weren't earlier playing old school Parky hoofball. Oh, here we go. Hull's got the ball. That's going to be a free kick. And he took him down professionally just outside the box for a yellow card. And that was a professional foul. And I pay that. That's professional football right there. So, yeah. And it's nearly full time here, Everton v Burnley, 2-0. Only seconds to go. So I'm just swapping that over now to the Wolverhampton v Liverpool game. Here comes the cross. Oh, my God, he went for the low one underneath the wall. And the keeper got down low, and there was a Hull player rushing through there to try and get a deflection. But didn't come off, 83rd minute. So Ipswich hanging on here. I mean, it is getting to the point of the game now where Ipswich are just going to hang on. Hull are going to press for everything, and Ipswich are going to try and hang on. Nil Port Vale v Bristol still in the 85th minute. We're in the 83rd minute here, Hull v Ipswich. Crossing by the Hull, too high, safely taken by the keeper. And we are up and away. So moving forward. Hull trying to get into this game. Ipswich had so much possession in the first half and really sort of controlled most of the game, but it was still a fairly even game, even though Ipswich had the majority of possession. If you're being super critical, and I'm being super critical here, I would say that Ipswich have been the slightly better side. Everton full-time, 2-0 over Burnley. We're in 90+9. Sunderland up 1-0 over Leeds. 57th minute, 0-0. Wolverhampton v Liverpool. Liverpool really should be getting this win, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can pull it off. As I watch that as they cross into the box and just miss that goal. But it is, here we go, Hull pushing forward, defended, headed and hoofed forward by Ipswich, and ball comes down to them. But Wolverhampton get it and bring the ball down, have control here down the right side. Has he just a bit? No, he's got it on the right side with Hull. Trying to create opportunity, double teamed, gets through them. Oh, my God. That was a great little interplay there. And Hull with the ball on the right, looking to, and can he keep that in? No, he can't. Goes out over the sideline, so it's going to be an Ipswich throw in on their right side, deep in their own defensive half. How many extra minutes Leeds v Sunderland? It's 90+10. Oh, my God. They might play till tomorrow. Ipswich in no hurry to take this throw in, by the way. So we're going to see plenty of extra minutes in this game, I would say. So I've got, just to give you an idea of my setup here, guys, I've got my laptop here. I've got 2 monitors off my laptop. So I have your watch along here. I have Hull v Ipswich up here on the left. I have tabs open with score updates and everything here on the right. I have my iPad down here with now it was Burnley Everton. It's now Wolverhampton Liverpool. And down here on my phone, I have the FA Cup going, Port Vale v Bristol. Seriously, it is going on. I feel like one of those, newsroom presenters now, and I realise they must have to look at a whole heap of different things. Or Josh, for that matter. Josh did have a photo of his setup the other day in our private chat, and it was full on. And Josh also had his professional light up to make his makeup look as good as possible. Because, not being the most attractive man, he has to do everything he can to keep himself looking good. So anyway, Hull with the ball deep inside their own defensive half, trying to push it forward, being pressured by the Ipswich attack really here. And Ipswich now have stolen the ball, have it around halfway, back over their own halfway now, and recycling all the way back to the keeper. Hull needs crosses and shots and less farting around with touch passing. Yes, George Jones, you're right. They need to. Oh, here we go. Quick turnover. And this is it. Quick cross in. A little bit deep, though. But he's not going to get that. It's going to go over the dead ball line for a throw-in. So with the 89th minute, Port Vale v Bristol, still 0-0. Looks like this is going to a penalty shootout, guys. Oh, my God. I think as soon as that game goes to penalty shootout, I'm going to swap these two screens over here so I get the penalty shootout on my iPad, because I will want to call that, because that'll be interesting. But by that point in time, by the time that gets started, I would hope this Ipswich v Hull game is over. In the 87th minute, Ipswich still up 1-0. 90 plus 12 Sunderland v Leeds, and it's still 1-0 to Sunderland. Like I said, that game could go till tomorrow at that rate. But anyway, and a free kick there to Ipswich on their right side. And a few words being Kumas and the Ipswich player not happy there, Burns. But it's on. Yeah, as do all players think they're right. 90 plus 13 Leeds v Sunderland. Yep. Pretty confident they're going to play through till tomorrow at this rate. Headed forward and let down. Oh, perfect. Really smart play there by the Ipswich player. Oh, great save there too by the Port Vale keeper. Just looked down to see that in the 90th minute. Kicked forward by Ipswich, up close to halfway, but closely marked. Just recycling the ball, trying to control possession here. A long ball. I'm surprised to see that, just getting it out of trouble by Clark. But I really thought they could, just be working on just getting, absolutely, George Jones. It will be a penalty shoot, watch long extension. If it happens, I'm doing it. 100%. I will stay here and do that for you guys. So we've got a free kick here to Hull. 90 plus 13, still Sunderland v Leeds. Come on, finish that bloody game. Seriously. 3 of the 4. So 2 of the 4 Premier League games today are finished. Everton beat Burnley 2-0. Bournemouth Brentford played out a 0-0 draw. And it is now full-time Sunderland 1-0 over Leeds. So 3 games finished. Only and free kick deep forward, headed in, pushed wide. Here we go. And that is going to be a goal kick. But the only live game left in the Premier League at the moment is Wolves v Liverpool in the 63rd minute. And Wolves are actually pushing forward, attacking here at the moment, but well defended by Liverpool. Yep. 91st minute, 5 minutes of extra time, Port Vale v Bristol. And we're in the 90th minute, Ipswich v Hull. These games drawing to a conclusion now. Very exciting. So there's only, roughly 4 minutes left of Bristol v Port Vale. There's going to be lots of extra time here, I think, in this Ipswich v Hull game. I would be surprised, at least 6, I would say. Hull, long ball forward, got the ball down, setting up. This game is opening up a little bit here, with Hull willing to be a little bit more experimental, getting it across to the left in attack. Crosses in, well defended by Ipswich. Yep, and push forward on Clark on the break, and pushes it forward. Come on, and should go forward again. No. Oh, what's happened there? Offside. Okay. 91st minute. We're going to see how many minutes for extra time here in a second. It's Hull pushing forward, trying to salvage some points out of this game. Right now, it's Ipswich win and pushing them to within 3 points of Middlesbrough if it stays as it is. So 2.5 minutes left in the FA Cup game. for a penalty shootout. Long, just letting that go. Well over the wasn't on target and went over the Ipswich keeper. He let it roll, let it go. He couldn't have stopped it even if he wanted to be honest. It was too high. But he's walked past the ball that's sitting on the cone to pick up the ball that was thrown in. And he's, I think they're trying to rush him, but he's in no rush. He's just walking. 65th minute, Liverpool v Wolverhampton, 0-0 still. How much extra time are we going to get here in the 92nd minute? As there's 2 minutes left in the FA Cup game. Horrible cross. Yes, it was +5. Thank you, DH. I didn't look at the... see, I'm watching all this and not watching the screen where the chat's coming up. But 5 minutes, so that means there's only 3.5 minutes left. Ipswich get the ball, push it forward to Clark, but he's not going to get to that. Play it back to the keeper. Keeper tries to just hoof it forward. Hull players have got to press forward here. Like a 2-0 loss or a 1-0 loss doesn't matter. But a 1-1 draw is massive change. So, yeah, just back in defence at the moment. Oh, pressured off the ball. Great work by the Hull defenders. And just gets it out of there over the sideline, which Ipswich will be more than happy with. Eke out another 20 seconds. So, yeah. And 1 more minute left. 0-0 Port Vale v Bristol City. And it is on there. But back onto this game. Hull kicking forward. Okay, pressing now on the trying to get a break going here. All the Ipswich defenders getting back. Long pass. Out of position. Oh, yeah, very obvious arm to the back. He did milk it. But Kumas, yeah, absolutely. In his extra tight shirt. Good call, Sarah. Goal kick in dying seconds. Port Vale v Bristol 0-0. There's hardly anyone at that match. How can, in the 4th round of the FA Cup, not fill a stadium? I know you're not playing like a Premier League team or anything, but that's it. It's full time in the FA Cup 4th round. I'm swapping these screens. Port Vale v Bristol City. We're bringing that one up on this screen as they get ready for the penalty shootout. And we'll get Liverpool v... Yeah, there we go. I've swapped screens there so I can get the penalty shootout up on a bigger screen. And that is a corner to Hull in the 94th minute. We've got 1 minute left now, guys. It's getting desperation station for Hull here. Keepers come forward as well. That's where they're at this point in time. It's all hands on deck in the attacking box. And easily cleared. But, kicked wide. Was he offside? No, he wasn't. It's play on. He got himself back into an onside position. And hoofed clear. 30 seconds to go as Hull trying to rush this. Depending on how much extra the ref wants to give here. 13 seconds left. Plus whatever the ref decides beyond that. So just this ball, yeah, oh, that's terrible by Hull. Kicked it straight in the air. 3 seconds left, and then here we go, pushing forward, no, and he's called it. That's full time. Ipswich, a good win for them, 1-0. 1-0 over. JTech, good to see you. How you going? Yeah, but that is it. Ipswich getting a 1-0 victory over Hull tonight, which is the one of the two results I wanted. I probably wanted to draw more, but to be honest, that now puts it at full time. So that leaves Hull, having caught up their games, 35 games played by Hull now, 34 only by Ipswich. For Ipswich, that moves them to within 3 points of Middlesbrough in second place. And their last make-up game is Blackburn. So very interesting indeed, which is a game you would think they should win, even though it is at Blackburn. And if they did win that game, that would draw them level with Middlesbrough on points and ahead of them on goal difference and put them in second position. And that make-up game's still a couple of weeks away, I think, from memory. Actually, let me have a look. I'll tell you when that game is. Ipswich v Blackburn. Looking for that goal. It's a fair way down the track by the looks of it. Not being... No, I can't see it there. I can't see it. Sorry, guys. That's okay. I'd have to go across to the Ipswich thing. I'm just not going to do that now with so much going on here as they're doing the coin costs for the Coven Ipswich Automatic. Steve Brown, I agree with you. Thank you, Rick Miller, for the props. Going okay. Hull seemed to really lose their campaign. Well, Hull were trying to get Ipswich on the break, but Ipswich were too organised in defence. So, yeah, what it does mean now is that it's moved Ipswich to within 3 points of Middlesbrough. Importantly for us, though, it's kept us within 3 points of Hull, the coin costs. Yes, I might have said it like that, did I? I don't know. But anyway, then just remember, this weekend we're playing Chelsea in the FA Cup. What a banger that's going to be. I cannot wait. But Hull are at home to Millwall from memory. Yes, they are. They're at home to Millwall in one of the early games on Saturday. Blackburn, Portsmouth early, Hull, Millwall early. 2 early games, with the Friday game being Preston v Oxford United. But now if Millwall go and do a job there and get a win away, that would mean Hull are only 3 points in front of us, but we would have a game in hand. So who knows? That's one of the things I wanted to happen, was to drag somebody back down into that playoff contention, not being guaranteed of a playoff position. So that definitely keeps them closer, and that will be great news to Southampton especially. So, yeah, going to be very, very interesting. Hull has Millwall on Saturday before Wrexham next week. Exactly right, Bruce. Going to be hard. Sarah, you're very welcome. I am going to call the hang on. 4th round. What have we got here? We've got extra time, Bristol v Port Vale before. So I'm not too sure. Is it 10 or 15 minutes each way? I think it's 15 minutes each way. So that's going on as we speak now. I could be here for a while. Stay in, buckle in, guys, all night. I'm here. Let's get it done for you. So it is extra time, Bristol v Port Vale. And I'll tell you what, it's a pretty ordinary looking Port Vale pitch. I'm glad we're not playing there. We need Hull and Millwall to draw. Do we, JTech? Okay, well, let's dissect that. And I'll bring up the table for you guys. Hull and Millwall draw. That would mean Hull would move to 61 points, 4 points clear of us, and Millwall to 63 points, 6 points clear of us, and we would have a game in hand on both those teams. That would be a good result for us, JTech. I agree. I have no dramas with that. That would drag, because, I mean, that's my nirvana, really, dragging Millwall and Hull back into that playoff contention. And I tell you what, teams like Derby, Watford, Bristol, would be more than happy to see that. I might need a Steve Barton cocktail if we are going to have to settle in here for another hour or so. Well, yeah, I reckon, depending on what happens here in this, I'm going to watch this game. We're in the 74th minute, Wolverhampton v Liverpool, still 0-0. So Wolverhampton trying to get a point out of that, obviously, at home to Liverpool. But at the moment, we're into the 3rd minute of extra time. Bruce McFarlane says Hull loss would make the Wrexham playing to step into 5th place on goal difference. I know what you mean, Bruce. You're saying Hull loss would make the Wrexham game against them. So when Hull play Wrexham after they play Millwall, to step into 5th place. Exactly right. Because if they lose, and let's say it was only by 1 goal, would bring their goal difference down to +6, as you can see there. And we're on +9. So then if we beat them, that would then, even if it was only by 1 goal, would take us to +10 and them to -5, which would be great for us for the goal difference. We'd go ahead of them on goal difference if those 2 games go that way. The only thing there is that would take Millwall to 65 and keep them 5 points ahead of us. So would we rather be in 5th, tied with Hull on points, or would we rather be in 6th and only 3 points behind Millwall, and what would that be? 3 points and 61, 1 point behind Hull. God, that's a lot. My mathing is mathing. Very hard to cover all of that. As it looks like Liverpool's got a corner here. Just watching Wolverhampton get out of that. And we're in the 5th minute, Port Vale v Bristol City. That should be the one I should be focusing on. Let Hull be chased by... Well done, Ken. Thank you, Mike Massaro. Make the equals mean. Hull loss would mean Wrexham are playing to step into 5th place. Thanks, Brett. God, Brett, you're making me work for it. Well done, Ken, the host with the most. Well, I'm the best host on the local pundit today. There we go. I'll take that moniker. Bruce McFarlane, let Hull be chased by Southampton. Wrexham are free to chase for 4th. I like that too. I don't really care about the position. Let's just make the playoffs. There we go. That was some horrible goalkeeping right there. So, oh my God. Oh yes, in the Port Vale v Bristol by Bristol keeper, yeah. Lucky not to concede the goal there in the 6th minute of the first part of extra time. So now, they're just showing highlights up here of the Ipswich Hull game. But a loss tonight for Hull, guys. That's the breakdown. Yeah, Bruce McFarlane going to get going. We're going on home. I wonder what's the end of this FA Cup game because, it'd be very interesting to see what happens there. So I'm just going to look for Coventry and Bristol City because they were saying that was going to change what Coventry have to do. That's because I see, yes, it would mean that Coventry would not play Bristol City this weekend because I'm not too sure when the FA Cup game would be for the winner of this. I'll just see when they've got it scheduled. Looking that up for you now. It's not on here. When is the winner of this game? I forget who they have to play. Can someone remind me who the winner of this Bristol Port Vale game have to play in the FA Cup, please? I could Google it, I guess, but, can someone else do the work for me? Here we go. Just give me the bloody answer, Google. Plays Sunderland in the 5th round. There we go. I found it. Took me a while, but there we go. Squeaky bum time for the top 4 or 5. Yes, Finn, it absolutely is. And Port Vale pressing here. Be a big result for them to get to the 5th round. They would be the lowest ranked team, I would say, still left in the FA Cup. Mansfield Town are playing Arsenal this weekend. Who else is left in it? I'll see. Wolves are playing Liverpool again this weekend after playing them today. Wolves have gone up 1-0. Oh, my God. I've looked. Oh, what's happened there? Chance to win this game at home. It's in the 80th minute. Whoa, shot on goal there by Liverpool that just hit the post, was deflected too on the way through. Liverpool pressing here. On TV, I can get rid of that shot now. Wolverhampton defending the ball off the line, the 10th minute, still 0-0, Port Vale v Bristol. Bristol with the ball, pushed in the back there by the Port Vale defender. Port Vale with a sponsorless shirt, so they have no shirt sponsor. So that shows you the differences in leagues and money coming into teams. And then this game's at home at Port Vale. And I'm going to tell you now, this stadium is maybe 20% full. Like, not great when you think about it. Fourth round of the FA Cup, guys. You've done an amazing job here, and the money that they're earning from this will be great for them. But unbelievable that they can't. Like, you'd think you'd fill the stadium at this round of the FA Cup. Yeah, it is a bad-looking pitch, Rick Miller. Yeah, absolutely, Tom. Finishing 4th or 5th gives us Millwall most likely, with Cov, Ipswich and Borough taking the top 3. Maybe finishing 6th wouldn't be too bad. I don't really want 2 legs against Millwall. Well, I'll take 2 legs against anybody if we're in the playoffs, George Jones. But I understand what you're saying. Millwall are very strong and structured, but all these teams are good. So, yeah, just don't know. Just do not know. But it is interesting now. I mean, Ipswich now only 3 points off Middlesbrough on plus 26 goal difference. They've got a 7-point better goal difference with a game in hand. So now, and I did mention earlier, like Benjamin Bloom, who I do love watching, was saying that you shouldn't just automatically give your teams 3 points for any of the games they've got to make up. He works on a 2-point theory, and I get that, and I understood his rationale. But right now, Ipswich did get the 3 points in one of their make-up games against Hull, and their one other make-up game is against Blackburn, and you would have to say they're favourites for that game. So if you do give them 3 points, oh my God, the Bristol player being held back there, that is a yellow card for sure. Humphreys absolutely giving away a yellow there on purpose, by the way. Oh, Liverpool scored. I've missed that. I've missed the catch-up goal. 83rd minute now, 1-1 Liverpool v Wolverhampton. I've just missed it. So that replay is going to happen just down here below me. And it's Salah getting the plaudits. Oh, my God, yeah, cross straight to him as he pushes forward. And, yeah, too good. Deflected off the keeper on the way through. So Mo Salah for a 1-1 now in the 84th minute, and setting up for the cross here, Bristol City. Good cross in. Kicked it out for corner. In the 13th minute of extra time. So, but yeah, looking at that table there, I still think Ipswich is going to finish second. Now, George Jones is saying you don't want to play Millwall. I'll tell you what, I don't want to play Middlesbrough. So pick a team to play. Middlesbrough, Millwall, Hull, out of all of those teams that are in there now, if they all stay in there, the team I'd want to play is Hull. So, yeah. But 85th minute, Wolves and Liverpool, 1-1. 14th minute of extra time here, Port Vale over Bristol City with a Bristol City kick out. Port Vale kick out. Oh, and another yellow card. Geez, handing them out left, right, and centre here now. I thought that was a bit harsh. Rather play Hull. Yeah, George Jones. That's my pick. But, I mean, look, put it this way. I just want to play anybody. I want to be there and I want to be in it. That's probably the key for me. Our game. Here we go. Josh keeps going on about the times he has to get up to watch games. Most of my games, regular time games, are 1 a.m. The FA Cup game this weekend will be 3:45 in the morning. George Jones, screw it. We just have to win every game and get to autos. Well, wouldn't that just be nice? I can tell you, our last two games, Coventry and Middlesbrough, going to be interesting. I'd like, by the time we get to play Coventry, I'd like them to have won the flag, to be honest, so that they haven't got as much to play for. And then any player that's sort of playing with niggling injuries will get rested, you would think, because they just don't need to play. And Bristol City trying to work it out at defence here. It is a bit scrappy. But then we need Middlesbrough to start messing up, and Ipswich for that matter. Remember, Ipswich still have a game in hand and are already 6 points above us. So if they go and win that game, we have two teams 9 points above us. Do you think you can catch both those teams? Geez, we would have to get. We would almost have to win home. When you think of the amount of points they would have to drop, we'd have to get 10 more extra points from both those teams out of 11 games. So yeah, that's a lot of points. And we're into, I think that might be the end of the first half of extra time. Let me just check. Is it 15 each way? Yes, it is. Yeah. So that's it. Half time in extra time. Port Vale v Bristol, still 0-0. 15 minutes to go. Geez, I've locked in for the long haul here, guys. Long haul. I started a little bit late because I thought the game was starting later. So I did maximise my rest time in that. Not on purpose. Yeah. I go on about the times because we host the shows and not on the couch. There is a difference. Yeah, fair enough, Josh. You're right. Josh Anthony coming in with both feet. Absolutely. I could almost, here we go. What do you reckon? Is that worthy of a yellow or a red card? I don't think so. I think it was a fair shot. Fair play by Josh Anthony. I'll allow it. Good on you, buddy. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy here. But, I'm just sticking around for this penalty shootout, possibly. So, yeah, we will wait and see. But full time, Ipswich over Hull, 1-0. Oh, my God, what a day. And thanks, Josh, for setting up the skins. Really appreciate it. He does a lot of work in the background, guys. But, yeah, so... And I will go back. I mean, we're still going, but the game's finished. To DH. Thank you, DH, for the $10 super chat to put it towards the match. Really appreciate everybody's support here of the channel. Josh Anthony, both feet. 2 left feet too, probably. If I was going to say if it was Josh, it would have been 2 left feet. Yeah. Can we play the Millwall under 8s in the playoffs, Lamartiel? That's funny. That is funny. No, I will take any team if we're in the playoffs. Have the opportunity, guys. Continue the story. What I would like, though, I know I've just said 9 points behind Middlesbrough, and if Ipswich win their game, we'd be 9 points behind them as well. But I'd like us to keep pressing these next few games just so that we're possibly within touching distance. Get it down to 4 points or something with 5 games to go. Just so you can say there's still a chance. But we'll wait and see. Still 1-1. Wolves v Liverpool, 90th minute. And a yellow card here to the Liverpool player. Oh, my God. It's all going on there. Liverpool would have expected a win out of that game. But we started the second half of extra time here. Port Vale at home to Bristol with 72 people in the stands. Pretty disappointing, to be honest, that Port Vale have not managed to fill their stand. But it is what it is. Someone is going to get to see their team go through to the 5th round of the FA Cup in either 15 minutes or 15 minutes plus penalties. And Bristol with the ball and shot blocked by Port Vale. Great block there by the defender. Didn't get to the keeper and kicked out by the Port Vale defence for a Bristol City throw-in deep on their left side. Looking down here, Bristol City got the ball on their left in attack and a corner to Liverpool in the 91st minute. There's 6 minutes of extra time. Liverpool v Wolves. Liverpool pushing for the late winner. Bristol City just inside their attacking half. Cross comes in from Liverpool, just so you know, defended out, headed out by Wolves. Bristol on the right, coming forward. There you go, calling 2 matches at once. See, Josh, I'm just doing a whole nother level. I was calling 3 games before. Who's your Premier League team? My Premier League team, Lamar, is Liverpool. But pretty soon it'll be Wrexham, if we have our way. Okay, Bristol on the left, coming forward. Just recycling it around here, trying to probe and open a gap. No one wanting to give too much away. All the Port Vale players are back. Yep, and free kick. 4 yards outside the box. Yep. Just on the right-hand side of the post, just outside the box. So, yeah, that definitely was a free kick. A very, very dangerous position here. Oh, and a header by Liverpool by Van Dijk that's gone straight to the keeper. Unlucky there. Really good chance. But Bristol getting set up for their free kick. I'm going to say, 4, maybe 5 yards outside the box. Yep. And off the left foot, crossing in. Good diving save by the keeper at the left-hand post, or right post if you're attacking, I guess. Left post for the keeper. Diving, 2 hands, did very well. Good shot, though. It was on target, but keeper had predicted it. Thrown by Bristol, pushing forward. That's a handball. How does the linesman... Oh, yeah, it's been called. I was going to say. Yeah, because the linesman is absolutely, literally 3 yards away. So hopefully, if the ref didn't see it, the linesman had called it. But anyway, 93rd minute, so 3 minutes of extra time left. Liverpool v Wolves. And Wolves on the attack. Taking a shot, gets a deflection, and goes in for the goal. Wolves are up 2-1. Can you believe it? Oh, my God. As a Liverpool fan, I hate it. But it was a deflection, and Wolves are gone up 2-1 with just under 3 minutes to go. Not a great result for me, but oh my God. And so there you go. And they're celebrating like they've won the league. They're all just down hugging each other on the ground. Port Vale, long kick forward and pushing forward here. Bit of head tennis going on here. Port Vale v Bristol. But, Wolves A massive result for them if they can get this win. Port Vale pushing forward here on the right, coming out, opening up. Got to get a shot on goal, guys. Crosses in. Oh, my God. Big hoof up in the air. Cross in. Terrible. It is just crazy. And I see someone's just got home. If he wants to jump in, he knows how to do it. It is going on. It's all happening if he wants to get himself set up. But it's going nuts. Bristol going forward on the left. Cannot believe Wolves have just gone up 2-1 against Liverpool with under 2 minutes to go. Damn it. I'm a Liverpool. Damn it. But that's okay. It was a good goal. It was deflected. Bristol trying to create an attack here and they just can't do it. There is only 9 minutes left of this game before we get to a penalty shootout. Is it going to get there, people? Is it going to get to a penalty shootout? Who knows? Okay. Bristol on the right, pushing forward. This pitch, wow, it's seen better days. And headed, safely saved by the Port Vale keeper. Bristol player just could not get his head on it. So, yeah, it's all happening. We will see. Yeah, just couldn't get his head on that ball. Wolves up 2-1, protecting the ball over the line there. There's only a minute left. Wolves up 2-1 against Liverpool. Be an absolute great result for them. Absolute great result for them. I mean, look, only gets them to 16 points and they're still 11 points away from getting out of relegation. 11 points away from getting outside of relegation with only 8 games left. Well, what's happened here? No, Port Vale, they have not scored. They have. I've looked down at the Wolves Liverpool and I look up here and the Port Vale players are celebrating. I cannot wait to see this replay. Can you believe this? Port Vale could get through to the 5th round of the FA Cup and play Sunderland. Oh my God. And whoever wins this game actually gets to be home against Sunderland. Now, I'm watching this replay now. It comes through, beats the keeper, kicks it, and a couple of Bristol City players had a chance there, but Wayne scores for Port Vale. Oh, my God. Yeah, Ted, Port Vale wins. Well, they haven't won yet. It's not full-time yet. I imagine that, Red Hood. Yeah, we will let Port Vale take out Sunderland too. A date in the quarterfinals awaits, right? And Wrexham beat Chelsea. And then Wrexham draw Port Vale at home. I tell you what, you haven't filled your stadium here, Port Vale, but against Bristol. But I would certainly hope that if you do play this out and win it, that you do actually fill your stadium against Sunderland. I would certainly hope so. Yeah, and it's nearly full time. Wolves v. And that is it. It is full time. Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Is it? Is he called? No, he hasn't called full time. No, it's a free kick. Sorry, my apologies. But it is a Wolves free kick deep in attack. And there's only 6 minutes left of this game, Bristol v Port Vale. Bristol with a quick throw in. Wolves just trying to slow it down here. And another free. No, and there we go. Full time. Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. Congratulations to Wolves. Well done to you on your win. As a Liverpool supporter, I'm going to say, damn you guys. But well done. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, you're right, Ted. No, not golden point. That's right. It's extra time. There's still 6 minutes left for Bristol to try and get an equaliser to force a penalty shootout. Can they do it? Yeah, the Red Horde. Yeah, they would have to. You're right, against Sunderland. You're talking about filling up the stadium. We'll fold the club up if you're the owner. You're not going to fold the club up, but you're going to be very happy to see this happen. But I tell you what, time running short for Bristol City. Bristol City probably won't be unhappy to lose this game. I'm sure they want to win. You can tell they want to win it. But that would mean this weekend they will be playing Coventry at home if this plays out. So time to wait and see. So Wolves still 11 points out of getting out of the relegation zone, 8 games to go. They're going to get relegated. But anyway, safely protected by the Port Vale keeper there. As he gets up, there's only 5 minutes left to play. It is on. It's been a marathon, guys, 2.5 hours. Oof. Can they do it? Can Port Vale get this win? The underdogs, no doubt, pushing forward here on the left, deep in attack. Forced out by Bristol City, and Port Vale will be in no hurry to take this goal. Throw-in, sorry. No hurry at all to take this throw-in. Yeah. Still taking their time. 26 minutes. I'd say the ref will add an extra minute at least with the time wasting here. Yeah, and he's calling him to take the throw-in. So, yeah, great play there. Going to get across? No, just hold it. And a throw into Bristol City. Oh. Here we go. It is playing out here right in front of us. 3.5 minutes left. Port Vale just wanting to hang on. Bristol get another throw in halfway in their own half. So got to push forward here, Bristol. Got to get it to a penalty shootout if they can. Pushing forward now on the right. Oh, my God, that pitch is rough. Oh, nutmeg, but Port Vale player holds position. Bristol with the ball just inside the attacking half on the right. Trying to set up here. Pushing it forward. Oh, terrible. Bristol coming forward now. Oh, knocked off the ball. Is that a free kick? No, it's play on. Now it's a free kick to Port Vale.
Carl, you missed menage a trois.
Seriously, mate. How am I going here?
Oh, my God. I was gone for 2 hours. You're still going and you're like the Energizer bunny.
I just feel like one game is not enough.
It's not enough. I see the red horde in the chat. Awesome.
Yeah, good to see him here.
Good to see him there. Sorry about Canada, but it's okay.
Yeah, 127,000 quid to Port Vale if they win, and a chance to get 238,000 against Sunderland. Not a bad week if you're the owner. Well, if they could just get a sponsor on their shirt.
Yeah, I know, right? What's up, red horde? See ya.
Yeah. In the marketing department, Josh, like you Port Vale win this game.
Yes, sir.
First thing you'd be doing is getting on the phone to anybody and saying, who wants to sponsor the shirt?
The local pundit.
For the game against Sunderland.
The local pundit.
Well, we'll give them $1. Well, we've got $10 tonight. We can give them $10.
We'll do a double. We'll do the local pundit and red horde in the back, up above the thing, and a shoulder sponsor. We'll do your
What's Rousey?
Company.
We'll do your company. He's not two beards anymore, is he?
No, I think it's no, I don't think so. You were mentioning about the fans. There's nobody in this Port Vale stadium.
Oh, it's like 20% filled. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
For a fourth round of the FA Cup.
I do like that kit though. That Port Vale kit's nice.
I hate it.
You do?
I hate it. It's so boring. It's just white and black. Like seriously, there's nothing to it.
I know you have a flash life, but yeah. What happened in the other game? Oh, Millwall, it was our Ipswich Hull. Oh, wow. The results there.
Yeah, the results right there, mate, because some guy did all the skins for me. Oh, and Bristol's just missed an absolute sitter.
Oh, shit. I just put it on myself.
Oh, my God. They just cannot do it.
It just missed.
Less than a minute left to play. We might not get the penalty shootout, but we should, because that was a great cross to the far post, and he's butchered it.
Was that Lewis O'Brien?
Port Poor Lewis O'Brien. He's got two bags tonight about missed goals in front of goal.
Oh man.
There's
Oh, my
no
God.
rush here. 15 seconds left on the clock.
No, take the yellow card, right?
Well, literally get any bit of possession here and just hold it.
Oh, there you go.
Bristol push forward on the right, on the left. Trying to set up. No, good defense. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Yep, look at that. Good Port Vale. Slow it down. Slow it down. We're over full time. Here we go. Last ditch attempt here.
Oh my God.
Are they going to actually get a shot off?
I know.
Great defense by Port Vale.
Yeah, they're
on the
all,
left.
Is Mo Fall there?
Not looking at his watch yet. He's letting this play out.
Oh.
Cross and nothing. Well, Bristol let it go over the line. And
Corner?
or is it no, it wasn't a corner. Is it full time though?
He's gonna give a goal kick.
Goal kick. Yeah, because there was a fair bit of time wasting.
Oh.
And he's making him play it too. So push everybody forward.
Oh yeah, there we go. He's at Cheltenham. That's right. My bad. He's at Cheltenham.
Yeah,
With
he's
your
gonna
guy?
get out there. Yeah. Like Harry's gonna give him a few assists.
Mm-hmm. I had to tell Red Horde Sean that I met a Canadian American who played for the female Canadian soccer team, and we might get her on the show. I wonder if you know.
Was she chasing your autograph?
No.
I love that you were thinking of.
Yeah, just no. Ooh, I froze or he froze. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But what's a cross in, headed away by Port Vale. Surely we're 2 minutes past full time here.
It's a foul, right?
Yeah, but just letting it happen. Put Bristol in a hurry here. They've got to get the ball in the box. Got to get the ball in the box. That's it. Full time. Port Vale 1, Bristol City 0.
Wow. That's a result.
So that now means Port Vale at home to Sunderland and Bristol City will play in the championship this weekend at home to Coventry.
Is there a fight? A little bit of fight too. Bristol, they get who? What happens?
Bristol City will play in the championship now this weekend against Coventry.
Okay. Nice work.
Now, obviously, great for Coventry because they've got extra rest and come up away to Bristol. Port Vale, fantastic for them. 5th round of FA Cup. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that probably pays their whole salary for everybody, $185,000.
Well, if they beat Sunderland, it's over about £250,000.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
Tonight, what do you think of the championship result, Josh? What's your thoughts? Which beating Hull?
I mean, it's fine we need Hull to drop off, but I would, I would have liked, a draw, but I just want us to get in the, in the playoffs. And this is a top 6 clash. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a lose win.
Yeah. I think no matter what the result was tonight, it did something for us. Now, I still think Ipswich are going to finish second. So, to be honest, the 2 better results for us were a draw or an Ipswich win.
Yeah.
And now this weekend, Hull are at home to Millwall.
Oh.
And
what day is that?
And we'll see. That is it's one of the early games.
We got to do that.
Now that is what that means is that obviously tonight was 4th v 5th, but now Ipswich moved into 3rd. So Saturday Millwall versus Hull is 4th v 5th. 4th v 5th clashes. And I mean, look, at that point in time, I'm actually wanting another draw there. I would love Millwall and Hull to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would take Hull to 61, Millwall to 63, and we would have a game in hand on both those teams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's his name? George just put in there. I want auto still. I mean, I think with what happened yesterday, I don't think I don't think we can. Birmingham City just shit the bed for everybody. But
look, and I actually said this at the start of the show, Josh, that if you can still honestly dream that auto promotion is possible for us, being 9 points behind Middlesbrough, then surely Birmingham being 8 points behind us is still possible for getting in the playoffs.
Sure.
So that's why I think. But I mean, they have more people to get over the top of, which is why I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But also on top of that, though, that's why I think it's pretty much impossible for us. Because I mean, if hey,
we have a 6-pointer with them.
Yeah, but Ipswich has also got a game in hand. If they against Blackburn, if they win that, that's 2 teams on 66 points.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think now we just need to start about talking about getting that separation between the bottom there too. And yes, it is her. She's a really, really nice person, like a great person. I'm going to work on getting her on. She's doing a lot of World Cup stuff. So we'll get her on and we'll talk some footy with her. Very smart girl, very great. So yeah, I'll let you know, Horde, if I can get her on. But we've been chatting,
mate. We're in trouble if you're going to bring someone smart on this show.
I know.
We're in a lot of trouble.
I know. I'm nervous too because we don't want to give away the secrets of not knowing anything. You know what I mean? That's the
George Jones. Has John been seen anywhere since the Birmingham loss? Look, no. We have John under protection at the moment. He's under 24-hour care, just to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, he's working apparently. He's working. Sean's going off in the chat.
I think we got a bit of a fanboy here.
Yeah, her nickname's the Bone Crusher. She's great.
Right.
Yeah, she's stud. But anyways, yeah, we're working on getting around to talk about some World Cup stuff and possibly some women's football. I gotta work that out. So, where do you think John actually is? Do you think he's like worried about his own?
I'm telling you now, he's in care. We got a nurse with him 24 hours a day.
He would be here, right? Is he in the hospital room with me?
Yeah, he might be in another ward.
Well, so I got distracted. We should do a watch along for that Millwall Hull game. Is that during the Wrexham match or prior?
So that I have that is no. So that is I don't know your time slot. So it's basically 2.5 hours before the normal game time.
So it's 7 o'clock. It's a 7 o'clock game, 7 a.m. game.
I believe you. I don't know what time it is for you. But then, and we don't play until late.
Yeah, it's 9:30, so 2.5 hours later. I mean, we technically could. We could. You gotta go.
Just give me a sec. Just give me 1 second, mate.
I got you.
Just wait.
Yeah, we technically could do that watch along. I don't know how we can get it sorted, but I don't know if we'll do back to back. Maybe we'll have someone do that, either Ken or maybe Ken will do that one. But I think that's a good watch along for sure. At least keep an eye on the league at that point. But we'll see. There he is. Yeah.
Sorry, Matt, I missed that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like we technically could do it because it is 2 hours before. I don't know if you're
I won't be around. I actually have I'm at a birthday party when that game's on. And then the FA Cup game for me is absolutely terrible. I will be doing the game day build-up and watching it, but it is 3:45 in the morning.
Oh, so then maybe don't do the game. Red Horse said it's 4:30 a.m. kickoff for me. Oh God. So, you're at a party. That's not good. We're in the same time zone. Wow. Terrible times, Ken.
It is what it is. Yeah. I've just looked up the player you're looking to get on too. Okay. So yeah, I see who you're talking about now.
Yeah. I challenge. Yeah. So we're working on that.
By the way, Joe Rells, I'll just quickly get this one for you, Josh, first. By the way, Joe Rells, do you know where to watch the Chelsea game in Australia? Yeah, you're going to get that on Stan Sport. FA Cup's on Stan Sport in Australia. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Australia. Okay. Red Horde said could do a 4:30 a.m. Millwall Hull, then Ipswich Leicester QPR. To do. Oh my god!
It would have to be. I reckon it would have to be Paddy, followed by Aaron, followed by Josh. It couldn't be one person.
Followed by Sean. You know what I mean? Like pass it back, like pass the baton back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Joey Jones? The joke for the what's happening?
Up early for the Joey Jones derby. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't know. Thanks, Ken. Joe Rells. Thanks, Ken. You're the best. Yes, yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate that. Everybody's been saying how much better I am than Josh in the show today, so I do appreciate that.
The 8 minutes that I heard, because I was, I allegedly had a job today. I thought it was great. I'm like, doing 3 shows at once. It's fantastic.
Three games. Actually, the bad part about it, Josh, was that sometimes you'll miss like an important piece of the action because you're literally one here.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. You can't do it. Oh, the Wrexham v Chelsea is the Joey Jones derby. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Got it. Did you see? I mean, I don't know. What did you learn today? Did you see? Oh, you saw Liverpool lost, obviously.
Oh, that was terrible. What did I learn today? I learned today that both Ipswich and Hull were very structured defensively, and really were not willing to give up a goal. I learned that Ipswich is a better team than Hull. So much depth there, so that's not surprising. But what I learned, though, is Hull's very hard to break down.
I know. They're annoying, aren't they? I mean, I think did you say it? It's not a fluke because it's been – I think you said it. This is not a fluke. It's been 35 games.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, all the teams that are in the playoff positions now deserve to be there. A season plays out.
Even Wrexham, yeah.
You've mentioned the 20 points we've given up, and even if you only say give us 6 of those, give us 6 of those points.
Not even 10. Right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not even saying half. I'm saying 6. And that puts us tied with Ipswich, one win off the auto promotions.
I know.
So that shows you how well we're going, and I'm telling you, Southampton, they're right there, ready to pounce.
They're gonna slip up. They're gonna slip up.
I hope you're right. I'm sure Mark doesn't agree with this. Well, did you hear him when we had Mark on the show the other day? He was He was pretty certain that we're going to get in. He doesn't think Southampton's going to make the playoffs, and that's
great. That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. I think that's if that happens, that's fantastic. I mean, listen, we still play them. We owe them one.
We do. I agree. Yep, we still play them. We still play Hull. We still play Middlesbrough. We still play Coventry. The only teams we don't play in the top 7 now, the top 8.
Millwall.
The top 8 are Millwall and Ipswich.
Yeah. What about Birmingham City, right?
Well, we still got to play them, but they're in 12th.
Yeah, but they're on the beach, right?
Oh, pretty much. By the time we get to them, that's another interesting point. By the time we get to Birmingham, it might be all over for them.
Yeah, they'll be on the beach. But they'll want to beat us too.
Oh, of course they will.
Yeah. I know you're probably tired of. Yeah,
I do have to get to work. It's been 2 hours and 45 minutes.
No, I get it. Do you think I just want to come say hi?
Mate, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in.
Well done. Good job. I love it.
Got a pass. I got a pass, Mark.
A plus. I mean, listen. I'm retiring. It's over.
Oh my God. Well, sorry to everybody out there who watches the Local Pundit channel. We've just downgraded to me doing watch alongs.
Well, I'll let you get us out. I'll get out of your way. Red Horde, text me. Maybe we can figure something out for the Saturday games or something like that. But I'll get out of the way. And I just came in to say hello. Thanks for having me on.
Hey?
Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you here. Thanks everybody for coming in today. Do not forget, like and subscribe. What will we get? Another show from you tomorrow?
Are you going to do Tack Fortitude, by the way? You have to do Tack
tomorrow's
Fortitude.
meant to be footy tip show. I might, we might have a chat. We might try and tie them both in together and do a quick one.
Do that. You let me know. Yeah. You're welcome, Red Horse.
Then the next day, we'll have to do a Tack Fortitude. I'm going to make Aaron turn up this week and give us a breakdown against Chelsea. He's so lazy.
He's such a part-timer, right?
He's so lazy.
He goes and gets, lobster, summer rental, and never comes back. But all right, brother, I'll get out of here. You end it out. Good to see you, man.
Well, look, guys. Yeah. So, guys, thanks very much for coming in. Had a great day. Ipswich won. Hull City 0. That was the main game that we covered on that bombshell. We will see you all again very, very soon.